Lugas's fanfare as he goes home.
Hey.
That's it. Hello and welcome back to the somber echoes of the past, because I've had a busy week. As a recap, we were on the Harmony airship, headed towards Waterdeep. The group found that Captain Xandar was indeed a smuggler of the rare and very valuable resource, Rinstone. The true purpose of what he's doing with that Rinstone is unknown, but you noticed that he had a prisoner down there at the bottom of the cargo ship, someone from Customs and Excise of Neverwinter. I don't know, from somewhere like that. But he was a town's guard that you ultimately persuaded Xandar to let go. Not that Xandar's typically a bad guy, but maybe just misunderstood. It was explained to you that Waterdeep is almost on not so much of a lockdown, but they're on an alert state. They are, the world that you know, Faerun, is starting to gather this state of crisis as Neverwinter has seemingly been attacked. To be fair, you lot were there, and so you have first hand on it, but what people know of what happened in Neverwinter is still sort of trickling out from the city. So even just speaking the word Asmodeus, people will look at you a little bit strange. But you did notice that your faces were on wanted posters near the airship docks to Waterdeep, so it was a better idea to parallel park the Harmony at a nearby beach that was near a hotel and resort that is very familiar to Lugas. Upon exiting the Harmony and heading across the beach towards the hotel, you encountered a couple of members from the Gritzen clan, who you questioned and then quickly dispatched. So no longer any information to gather from them, but whether you gathered enough is completely up to you. And that's where we'll go back to. Now, as you are all on what you know as Glitter Sands, and you are staring at this hotel and resort, and where we left off from last time was Neef, someone that you know, Lugas, has walked up and told you about how she's beat the Betch in backgammon. Oh, you're on mute, Adam, I think. No, you're not. Never mind.
I'm not on mute.
Oh, sorry, I just lied.
Yeah. Criminal.
But the scene is yours, guys. How would you like to proceed?
I would like to search the bodies, please. Oops.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check, please. Would anyone like to assist? Either roll yourself or give advantage?
I'll roll as well.
Yeah.
I have a stake in this.
Didn't we throw one down a well?
Oh, God, what is good? Good thing. Excellent.
Nice.
I mean, brilliant.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You don't find too much other than you find a single gold piece and a couple of silver. You look through the pockets of the drow individual. He doesn't appear to have much on him. He's got sort of a bronze pocket watch that's sort of dented and dusted in. You can keep it if you like. Doesn't appear to be worth a lot. But the one that was riding on the tunnel burrow thing that I forget the name of, you look through and you do find a piece of parchment that has a name on it, Julius.
Oh.
And it has the name, it just has the letter V.
Oh. Just the letter V?
Just the letter V.
Oh. Cyberpunk.
Okay.
But yeah, Flopsy,
What did we do
you
with
don't
the...
find too much more on the bodies.
With my passive investigation of 20, do I find anything?
I'll tell you what, with your passive investigation, you can investigate around the area as that, or
Okay.
as you're moving through. You don't find a lot. You find a load of sand, but with a passive investigation of what? Sorry, 20.
20.
20. You find a shiny rock. It's don't just go all the DMs just humouring me with my passive investigation. I always come around. This shiny rock is beautiful and it is gleaming. Doesn't appear to be arcane in nature, but this is a nice rock.
I have a pet rock now, guys.
Neat. Can I know someone who can animate that for you?
Gonna add that to my inventory.
Do it, because I will...
As you're holding it.
In 40 sessions time, this rock will mean something.
As you're holding it, you might just on the corner of your eye just see Hew very interested in this one.
Uh-oh.
Put it away quick.
Hew, this rock...
Don't take him around.
This rock is beautiful. You have not seen anything like this rock. I don't know about you, but you are thinking dark thoughts right now.
What did we do with the hostage? Did we put him down the well or did we kill him?
We killed him.
Julius killed him.
That's yes. I knew it was Kate, but I wasn't sure if it was in which campaign it was.
Lugas, you're from here, right? This is where you live.
Why? Yeah.
Well, I mean, on a scale from like not cool to cool, how cool are the people that live here?
Well, I thought you meant like the people. They. Oh, I'm gonna say they vary quite dramatically, but this
Hey,
person here,
Lugas.
just getting ice cold.
Why is that man talking about, like, the people who live here as almost as if I'm not stood right here listening? You can ask me, dearie. We're lovely people. We're not going to kill you in the night if that's what you're talking about.
That's disappointing. Nice to meet you. Neef, wasn't it? And I'll hold my hand out to her.
Aye, but he'll be Greg to you.
He'll be what?
You heard me. Greg. That's what you...
Greg?
Yes, you can call me Greg.
Okay.
The rest
Greg.
of you can call me Neef, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you too, Neef.
Aye.
Julius looks confused.
Neith, you would not believe what I've been through in the past couple of days.
Hey, do tell. Well, I tell you what, come on in. We can't just be standing out here. We'll get sand in our sandwiches. Have you ever had sand in your sandwiches? Your sandwiches don't go anywhere near the sand, but somehow when you eat them, it's just full of sand.
Should we do anything about these bodies, or
No.
leave them?
Chuck 'em in. Well, chuck 'em in sea. I don't know. You killed them. You're not very good at this, are you?
See.
Have men like this been to this place before? Is this the first time you've seen men like this?
Oh, what you mean, drow?
No, just like, shady, shifty men
Aye, we get...
riding on.
Well, not so much riding on whatever that creature is, but we get some shifty lot come through here every now and again. We're just over there is obviously the main city of Waterdeep, and we get the odd drunkard come down and pretend to be elderly just to get a room. But yeah, we get some strange individuals. No one quite like that.
Okay.
Somebody mentioned sandwiches. Do we eat them here, or do we go inside for sandwiches?
We've got our own personal sandwich smith.
Aye, it's like we call it what do we call it, Lugas? This sandwich smith? Like, what is it? It's like a deli counter.
Run by 3 Warforged.
Aye, it's definitely this deli counter sandwich that is now within my hotel and resort is run by 3 Warforged. For sure, for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you come in and see? And she will lead you all towards the hotel, which is just a couple of 100 feet.
I'll just chuck the bodies into the well before we go.
Okay. It's not very deep.
Even
well.
the massive.
Eyesight.
It's not.
Is
Not
that
very
the-
deep well, but
Is that the
massive
only
burrow,
well?
the only well in this sort of this buried sort of not abandoned, but abandoned sort of tiny little houses that you get the sense it would be kind of like a guard post area that just has been abandoned for thousands of years and just decayed as the sea comes up and washes the rocks away. Washes the
fine,
rocks
mate.
away.
The walks away.
Wash the what?
We're not going to be drinking the water anytime soon. That's fine.
You could tell that this well was not operational, really. It was just sat there. At the bottom is just full of sand and debris and now bodies.
I can imagine the big
as the-
stuck out of it because it can't fit through the wall.
Yeah, you can just see 2 little shoes.
As Julius is kind of coming back from that, I'll just sidle on over. Did you get anything good from the bodies? I didn't find anything. Oh, I got this rock, though.
Oh, that is a good rock. You might want to be careful of that, though. I'm pretty sure I saw Hew with that witch in his eye again, you know? This one.
Just gonna pocket that rock.
Keep it out of sight. No, not really. They didn't have any money on them.
Oh.
And found this piece of paper, but it
Make a
just...
deception check, because they did. I'm not letting you get away with that. Hold on.
Do you want me to insight?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's up to you if you just want to take her at face value, but I'd say you
That's
probably
possible.
take her at face
Oh
value.
no,
at
I
24.
rarely ever take face
Well-
value, but I don't think I'm going to beat a 24 unless I get a nat 20. So
You might.
my insight is like +3.
Nah, pretty good.
I got a dirty
Oh.
20. That's close. That's not too bad.
You two just had this moment of like a stare down contest, and then you finally played Flopsy, but that was intense.
Okay, what was on the note?
Huh?
The
It
note?
just-
What was on the note?
It just had a letter on it.
What letter?
V.
Like a 5?
Your
Like
name's
one of those
not
archaic
secret,
numerals?
like- It could be. I don't know. Do we have Roman numerals and Roman numerals in
Numerals.
To be fair, yeah,
D&D?
I'd probably say it is archaic number based system that it would fit into this world, and I'm sure some D&D lore master will tell me if that's true or not. But hey, it's my world. We got Roman numerals.
Might be a code, might not be anything. I don't think that lady likes me.
No, I
Hey, she's
don't.
given you a special name to call her. Greg, maybe you've made a new pal?
Yeah. Julius just looks kind of put out. Anyway.
Do you want to follow Greg?
Yeah, I would love to.
She's going to kind of like playfully shove him towards the group.
He goes, ow, because I'm still badly injured.
Get over it, you big softy.
Well, my arm's just hanging off. Fine. I'll glue it back on later.
Cool. So as you all follow Neef or Greg into the hotel and resort, these large, great, big double doors sort of just swing open, and you can just the smell hits you more first than anything, and it's just this. No, it's not a horrible smell, but it's like this musky old person smell. And you can hear this faint music playing, but it's almost got this scratch effect to it, like it's being played by an old gramophone or something like that. And it's more of like it's less music, more of an opera, more of a story being told by someone in song. But it's quite old, and you try and make out the words where they've got it so low down and so grainy that you get the sense that the people just listening to this just have it on repeat. And it's just, yes, that's how you imagine that. And you will move into
one more time with Spirit.
With feeling.
You will move into the entrance of this hotel, where you can see two gentlemen sat at a table playing some kind of game. You guys aren't too familiar with what this game is. Lugas, you would probably be familiar that this is the Faerunian equivalent of backgammon. To the left is two ladies who I'd like to draw your attention to. The very leftmost lady's face. She's
beautiful.
Not sure what's happened there, but she's got some sort of alter self spell that hasn't gone quite right. As with any AI. Yeah, she's currently playing poker. She's bluffing.
Person poker.
Yeah, and Neef will just sort of flag you over to one of the tables over onto the far left, and just go, take a seat. Lugas, I'm just going to be right back. I've just got to let Edward know that we've got guests. Our security's a little bit more tight these days.
Why is that? Has there been some suspicious business going on? More than usual?
No suspicious business, just Edward seems to just have a bit of a bee in his bonnet as of recently.
Oh. Has he gotten any better, at least?
Any better? No.
Has he gotten any?
No, it's got far worse.
He's been surrounded by capable magic casters for the past 30 years.
I've been trying to teach him how to do a fire boot, and it just can't come off. He does 1d4 points of damage with it. Well, I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, I could always count on him being amazingly underwhelming.
Eh? Although he did learn a very specific spell that I've never seen before. We all sort of took the mickey because we just assumed it was a spell that didn't work, but he assured us that it did work. He just wasn't sure what it did. Maybe it might be worth asking him.
Yeah, well, when he next comes by for whatever stupid reason, I'll be sure to check back in with him.
Aye, he's here. I'm sure he'd love to see you.
Yes. Are you going to go through the sandwich people? Is that where you're going?
Aye. We'll look at those in just a second. Right now, I'm just going to have to ask if you guys just stay here for just a second. Just while I just do some business. And then I'll come back and you can tell me all about your stories. How's that?
Insight check Neef that she isn't trying to fuck us right now.
Go for it. Remember, Kate, this isn't Strahd. I'm not out to kill you with everybody.
I don't trust anyone.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm distrustful.
You're suspicious. What am I doing? Sorry, insight. Oh, I think I might just have rolled intimidation. Which should I roll?
No, you've rolled insight. 9. You don't know too much. This lady appears to be genuine. This relationship between Lugas and Neef appears to be a genuine relationship. They know each other very, very well. And she is in general excitement, but also just sort of following process that she needs to do. So, yeah. And you'll take a seat, and you can hear the grumbling voices of the two old men just playing backgammon, going, "Oh, for fuck's sake, you've sunk my battleship." And everyone going, "This isn't battleship, you old dork. This is backgammon." And the ladies who are playing poker are just in a heated sort of staring contest. Like, you've been sat here for about 10 minutes now, and you can see that they've played one hand, and they're just staring at each other.
Lugas, are those ladies dead? They don't seem to be moving much.
Wouldn't be the first time.
When you say that you lived here, is everyone of a similar age?
I mean, around about, really. I mean, it is a place for sort of well-learned magic wielders. And unfortunately, in order to be sort of reach that level of skill, it usually takes quite a while.
Oh. So they're all like wizards and things.
Most there's some. I think there's some sorcerers. Neath is a sorcerer. The guy who runs this place, Edward, he's trying his best. I'll tell you that.
But he can't do. He's not very good. But he runs. Why is he in charge?
Well, he sort of like built it. I think he's a son of a noble. His dad's like a duke in Waterdeep or something.
Mm.
And he thought, he thought wizards usually have massive towers full of gold. I want them here, he said in an English accent. Wizards have massive towers of gold. I want them to come here and spend money on my resort. That's what.
Well, it seems busy enough. I mean, I'd imagine there's a fair few towers of gold around.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised this room is not as busy as it usually is. There's usually tons of people in here. I guess they're out doing the quad biking.
What, a quad bike?
Yes.
What the hell is a quad bike?
All of a sudden, you hear this.
Sort of around the courtyard, we've sort of set up this like obstacle course. You run around it with like this like mechanized horse, but it's got wheels instead. It's like a wagon, not a horse. Like a wagon, a horseless wagon, and it's powered by arcane energy. Flies around. It's really fun.
And what if we get a chance? If we could have a go? And I'm sorry, I'm still a bit confused. Are they here for a reason? The wizards? Are they studying, or are they just having a fun, good time?
I mean, yeah, it's mostly for the good time. Yeah, the guy who sort of started this place, he sort of attracted his first customers by sort of kind of semi-ripping them off, really, because his last name is Mordenkainen. And I don't know if you know about this sort of famed wizard with the same name, but it's like
You would probably all have.
I've never met him. No.
You would have all heard the name Mordenkainen.
Rings a bell.
Yeah. He's a kind of like tricked the first wizard into coming here by sort of playing off that reference. He's in no way related to the fucker. Yeah.
Okay, so a swindler.
A bit, but then wizards just liked it here, so they just coalesced.
So who should we be looking at first? So obviously there's Neef, there's Eduardo.
Not Eduardo, just Edward. Edward. Weird. It's
Edward.
Awkward.
Anyone else that we should be aware of? Like, who else should we go speaking to about a load of embarrassing stories about you?
Embarrassing stories? Oh God, why should I tell you that?
Oh, come on, Lugas. It's just a joke.
I mean, that's other people I know. The person with the fastest lap time with the quad bikes, his name's Philippe. He's a I think he's a tabaxi.
How much does it cost to like stay here?
To stay here? I don't know really. I don't pay.
So how do you stay here if you don't pay?
Oh well, I sort of like Neath. I'm not really an official resident. I'm sort of I've suddenly put myself up as like a kind of a mascot. I stay with Neath. She pays for our sort of combined room.
So you're kind of like Neef's pet.
No, roommates.
Well, I'm just because a roommate would pay half the room fee.
What does Neef get out of the arrangement?
My amazing conversation, presents, and fun. I pay in
Is you
fun.
telling me to call her Greg?
Oh no, she's never done that before with anyone. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You can see the cogs turning in Julius's head like, why doesn't she like me? Everybody likes me. Why doesn't she like me? What did I do?
Checks charisma stats. What?
I'm sure I've got a charisma of 19 or 20. 20. Oh,
I don't know how long we're going to be here. Did Xandar say how long it'll take for him to fix the harmony?
It would just take a couple of days.
Just like a couple of days. Plus, he's got his own illegal business thing.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably go to Waterdeep at some point.
Oh yeah. Another thing we need to ask about, the also current criminal nature. Well, not maybe criminal. We don't know why they need us. Do we?
I mean, wanted posters generally are criminal, but I mean, maybe Waterdeep is different.
Maybe it's like a poorly worded missing person.
Well, I don't think I've ever broken any laws, have I?
I don't think we've broken any laws per se. I think it's more that we're probably the last weird people to be around a, big cataclysmic disaster.
everyone always trying to arrest us. When we haven't done anything illegal. I mean.
Whatever you see.
Look at Lugas. He's as pure as freshly fallen snow. Or whatever the saying is.
Ignoring yeah. Ignoring my slip up. I'm a perfect innocent boy.
Yeah, but you didn't go actively trying to do that. That was a pure accident. We're all flawed and do
I'm
mistakes.
not convinced. I've done nothing wrong. I think there was someone else talking to him outside of our lessons. Because
Also, you think someone was trying to sabotage?
I mean, how quickly that cult formed. There's got to be some preparation beforehand. There's some
What about
going on over here.
What about your brother Janus? Do you reckon it could be him?
Oh fuck, Janus!
You said you don't like him.
No, it's I don't even talk about Janus.
They all also work for Tia.
In different sort of ways.
Different departments.
Yeah, Magnus. He was sort of much more on the paladin-y side. He sort of trained. He had a massive, not massive. Well, massive for me. Massive sword for me. probably like a short sword for you, but
I don't think I've ever met a paladin. We don't get anything religious in Baldur's Gate, at least not pro-religious. What's a paladin like?
very difficult to work with. They follow like certain laws. They make an oath. Oath empowers them, but they've got to follow it, and or they'll break it, lose power, gain a different power. It's a bit very awkward to play around.
A tiny armor suit that he like.
Yeah. He'd run around really low and like take out everyone's ankles.
Oh, yeah, the Achilles heel.
And it's at this point that the two ladies that are sort of sat next to you, they both just sort of turn to look at you. All. They'll say, who are all of you?
Marjorie, you know me.
Oh, Deirdre. The squirrel is back again, Deirdre. The talking squirrel is back.
Oh,
They said he would go away if I just didn't think about it.
Marjorie. What have I ever done to you?
Whoa, this guy is a gentleman, Deirdre. And your friend.
Do you see him too, my dear?
I forgot these people think I'm imaginary.
Oh.
And he's there. He's there.
While you're here, magic squirrel, will you help me? Will you help me with my poker hand?
No, that's not a healthy habit you have there, Marjorie. You've lost. You're in significant debt.
Aye. But I can win it all back on this hand. I swear. I've got a premium holding. But I need a little bit of help on what I should do next.
Perhaps she could do with some guidance. Does anyone have guidance?
I have guidance. I have every cantrip known to man.
Unfortunately, this isn't a dice game. I don't think guidance is going to help me too much.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not particularly the best at poker, but I mean, Flopsy, have you you know that game? Do you help with?
Flopsy definitely knows the game. Vicky does not.
Well, I mean, we're inside the game. We're going to have to find out, aren't we?
Hey, you can do.
Yeah, sure. There's a bit of poker in. I don't know what kind of poker you're playing though.
Well, that's it. So you see in front of the table that there is a deck of cards that Deirdre is holding in one hand. But you see in front of her two cards. In front of Margaret is also two cards that are just sort of laid out. And in the middle is three cards that are face up, so you can see them. Within those three cards, you'll see the Ace of Spades, the King of Hearts, and the King of Spades. And Margaret will sort of say, "Oh, hello, talking rabbit.
Hi.
Would you like
Flopsy.
to help me? I didn't ask your name.
No, you didn't.
Would you like to help me with my poker hand?"
Sure, yeah.
And
I'll give it a go.
she'll take up her two cards that are face down, and they're shaking rapidly as she shows them to you, and you can see a pair of aces in her hand. You'll see that she's got a stack of chips to her left, and she'll say, "Oh, I have the option to hold, call a large bet, or go all in. What do you think I should do?"
Right. So, just to remind me, the three middle cards were a king, two kings, and an ace.
Yes.
So she's got three of a kind.
I don't want to help you.
Oh no, she's got three. No, it's three of a kind and a two, isn't it? So
Full house.
that is a hand,
It's full house.
a full house. Look, okay. So the only card games that I've played of poker is in fucking Red Dead Redemption.
This is what I'm enjoying. And she'll just say, "What shall I do, magic talking rabbit?"
I think actually I'm going to whisper this like as close to like as quietly as I can to someone that's probably partially deaf. I think you've got a good hand there. I wouldn't necessarily go all in because that might scupper your chances of getting them to put more money in. But you know, you might want to up the ante.
What you're saying is I could put out a value bet. You think it's a strong enough hand to free bet that lady there that I've forgotten her name. I'm a
Deirdre.
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 That's Margaret. That's your sister.
Don't tell her. I forgot her name.
So yeah, because you've got a full house. That full house is really good, right?
A full house? I thought I only had a pair, dear. If I've got a full house... And you'll see the pot has sort of, I'm going to say about 500 gold. And she has back behind her 5,000 gold. And she'll just say, "I'll tell you what, I'll free X the pot. She won't see it coming." And she will just slam on 1,500. And she'll just say, "I raise." And you will look up to see Deirdre's face. Now, this is a game of poker. I'd like you to make an insight check.
Because I'm so good at those.
If anyone else would like to be trying to do something to this poker game, you're more than welcome to. A 12.
Yeah, not great.
Deirdre will call, but you don't quite get an indication of whether it's a good hand, like whether it's a confident call or she is just cooling down because it makes sense for her value-wise to call. Yeah?
Can I stand up and just very, very casually just walk behind Deirdre?
You certainly can. Yeah. So you don't see anything. Her whole cards, what you call them, her cards that she's playing are currently face down on the table, so she's not holding them. But
I'll just wait there.
okay. You'll often find with poker players that they may choose to recheck their hand. She may decide to do that. So what Deirdre will do, as she holds the deck, she peels one card off of the top and she'll burn it. And she'll place another card on the table, which will just be a 2 of clubs. It's your turn to act, Margaret. Technically not, but how we're going to do this is it's your turn to act, Margaret. And she'll just look to you again, Flopsy. "I don't know what to do. Help me, Flopsy. I'm panicking."
I mean, you've still got your full house, but you've now got a lot of fucking money in that pot. Like, might be worth just, what's the word?
So the pot's at 3,500 gold now.
That's a lot of fucking money. I mean, I've never seen as much money in one big pile before.
Hugh's there furiously counting his fingers.
So it might be worth just not calling. What's the not fold?
Check.
Checking. It might be worth checking. I mean, it would see if she thinks she's confident enough to.
Now you see, I could check, but it would almost give the game away. As you remember, I raised on the flop. Checking now would be classed as a donk bet.
Don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Do you wish for me to check, talking rabbit?
I mean, like, I'm just saying, if you check and see what she does, then that might give you a little bit of an idea of what she has.
You're the expert. And she'll just tap,
No, I'm not.
she'll tap on the table she'll just tap on the table twice. And Deirdre will sort of give this odd look, like, huh. And she will push forward a very small 1,000 gold bet.
Small. All right, can I insight her again and see if...
Go for it.
Please let me roll higher. Because I don't want to lose this poor woman money.
No.
Nope.
Yes!
So, just from your knowledge of poker, as you're quite good, this is going to be a blocker bet more than anything. So this is a bet designed at, well, typically not a blocker bet because you acted first, but let's say it is. So she is pushed towards 1,000 gold, which in comparison to the pot is actually quite a small amount. It's actually within Margaret's. It is value-wise for Margaret to call, but she could also check raise, and sure she should go all in. It's up to you, but you don't really get a sense of what Margaret would have.
So she can check, raise.
She can't check.
So as in like match. She can match the
call, fold, call, fold, or
fold or raise. What would you usually do now, Margaret? Would you normally, when you usually play?
Go all in.
Oh. Would she be expecting you to do that?
Yes, I do. I do it every hand.
Maybe let's just call it. Match the bet.
Okay. She'll push forward 1,000 gold. We've now got 5,500 gold in the pot. There's not too much left in either stack now. It's very even stacks. You get the sense that you two are pot committed at this point. Again, Deirdre will peel off the top card and burn it and place another card on the table, which is a 5 of clubs.
Deirdre,
Right, so-
you're not going to damage the table. Should we just, and I'll pat the fire out.
What do you do? You're so strong.
Yes, and I'll flex slightly and say,
Oh dear, I'm just about to win a lot of money if you'd like to watch.
I'd love to see. How does this work? What do we do?
Well, we have to make the best 5-card hand possible, my dear. But I can't show you what's in my hand, although I seem to have forgotten one of my cards. And she will lift up one of the cards, the leftmost cards. Make a perception check to see if you can spot which card it is. What's the total? 10. You see it's a king.
It's a king.
It's a king. And she just goes, yes. Places it back down. It's your turn to act, Margaret.
Oh.
I'm going to see Hew doing weird things with his hands. I'm just going to I'm going to side-eye that. And so I'm getting the impression of what he's a crown.
Yeah, so knowing what Hew has done now
Joker.
and seeing what's in the board, because obviously you can't see it, knowing that she has a king in her hand would give her 3 of a kind. But you don't know what that last card is that she has as a holding.
But you can't get higher than an ace, can you?
No, but
Other things.
I mean, I don't. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
I don't know.
are
I don't
aces
know if we
high
should
or
be-
aces low in this game?
Aces are high, or they
Yeah.
can be low. You can start an ace straight from low, but it's typically an ace is a high card, the highest card.
So
But-
then we've got 3 of a kind higher than her 3 of a kind plus a pair.
Oh no, so you would know this. So your Margaret's current hand is a full house.
Right.
Aces full of kings.
Yep.
Aces full of kings.
Mm-hmm.
You know from Hew's intention that Deirdre has, you know for sure, at least 3 of a kind kings. But you know that Margaret does not have the nuts. She does not have the best hand possible. The best hand possible here would be a 4 of a kind.
which she can't have.
She could have. It would
We've
be
only seen one of the cards.
4 kings, it would be. You can go ahead and make a last insight check on Deirdre if you'd like to.
Give it a fucking go. What should be a 1?
I guidance this.
No, it was a 2. There we go.
Worth.
You've no idea what she's got. And I'll say that she acts first, not that this is how poker turns, and she will just push all her chips into the middle.
So, Margaret, it's entirely up to you at this point, but either she's bluffing very well, or she's got 4 of a kind.
4 of a kind? Do you know how hard it is to get a 4 of a kind?
I know it's very hard, but it's possible.
Are you saying she has 4 of a kind kings?
I mean, she could do.
That's not possible. Never mind.
Why is that not possible?
I just a hunch, is it?
Can I insight check Margaret?
You certainly can.
Oh, look, my highest one.
She's hiding something, but you're not too sure what.
And I'm just gonna hide my face. Margaret, are you cheating?
No, of course I'm not. Never cheat. I'll tell you what. I'll contest it. She's been playing this game for a while. I'm giving her a modifier to beat you. She's been playing this game. And look at her face. She has a poker face.
I mean, if she alter selfed it.
Exactly. Yeah, she's got a terrible alter self spell on her. So yeah, you just don't get the sense. You don't know how, or if she is.
Well, if you think it's impossible, then match it. Go all in.
Cool. And she'll match it. Someone roll me a d20 because I'll let you guys decide if she's got another king or not. Roll a d20. If it's 11 above, she's got a king. Oh, well, if it's 10 and below, she's got a king. 11 and above, she doesn't.
Come on, guys, save me here.
I'll do it.
She not only has 1 king, she's got 8 kings within that one. And you'll see Deirdre folds over a pair of kings, making 4 of a kind, and she'll just say, ha ha! And she'll scoop all the money, and Margaret will look at you going, how is this possible? I've got 2 kings under me lap.
Are you both cheating?
You're cheating, Deirdre! And Deirdre will just say, you should have caught me sooner. And she'll take the gold, pocket it all. Margaret has no money. And Deirdre just goes, greater invisibility. And she's gone. She is. And Margaret will stare at you and say, I've got no money left. That was it.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
you said it was impossible.
Marjorie, don't worry. You're the sole beneficiary in her will, and she's the older sister.
Aye, she doesn't have a lot long left. A couple of years at most, or a couple of days if I've got anything to do with it.
Oh no!
You can, the time being, you can, I don't know. You can sleep in the garage with the quad bikes. Edward doesn't check there.
Aye, I'll sleep next to the blue one with red lightning on.
Oh yeah, that's Philippe's.
Aye, have you seen him recently? He's got super fast, but did you know his record's been beaten?
That's impossible.
Aye, we've had a new resident come by. His name's Jack Monroe.
Jack Monroe?
He's super fast and quick.
I'll have to meet him. He sounds superb.
Aye, if you see Philippe, don't mention it. He's quite hurt by it.
No. Me and Philippe are tight. I wouldn't do that to a mate.
And Neef will walk back in the door as we have just lost an old lady all of her money. And Neef will meet you all, and she will just say, if you'd all like to follow me, we can go into the study. Or Lugas, do you think that these guys would like to see our grand pool?
Oh, it's a very lovely pool. You see, on all the if you've ever seen a brochure for this place, it's like first page. It's a very lovely pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she will guide you through into this study area. And just before you get there, you see this almost like this glass deli counter just by the side. And Hew, your smells instantly hit you as you see a Warforged in front of this glass deli counter, and you can see that there's all delicacies within this deli counter. Like there's a section for vegetables, there's a section for meat, and there's a section for the bread as well. And this Warforged just sort of just goes ding 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 ding. Sandwiches.
Lugas, I don't mean to be rude, but the food here, is it all inclusive? Do I have to pay? Do non-residents have to pay? I should clarify.
You could put it on your tab, Lugas.
I could put it on my tab, which isn't Neith's tab, but
Yeah, if you're sure. Warforged, yes, please, sandwich. Let's go.
And he will just go and point to the bread. And there'll be sort of like 4 choices: hearty Italian, plain, garlic and cheese. Which one would you like?
Herbs and cheese.
Herbs and cheese, yeah. He'll come to the meat. He'll cut it open. What would you like?
Ooh, what are those meaty balls in marinara sauce?
Meatball.
Oh, sounds good. I'll have one of those, please, but not a small one. I'd like a big one, please.
We only do footlongs. And he'll put it on normal cheese, American cheese, toasted.
Normal cheese, please, but can I have extra cheese and extra bacon?
No, it's against policy. She'll put it on. Any veg?
Just onions and olives, please.
Any sauce?
No, thank you.
He'll wrap it up. Triple chocolate cookie.
Obviously.
Oh no, Hew, you should get the rainbow one. The rainbow one. See the rainbow one.
Can I have a description of the rainbow cookie, please? Is it actual rainbows?
It is a lovely cookie with these Smarties on it, and they're sort of blended around in this swirl that looks like a rainbow.
A rainbow cookie. Thank you, Flopsy. And can I get a cup for a drink?
Yes. What would you like? Sprite, Coke, Fanta Lemon.
Sprite, please. Sprite, yes.
Okay.
Which exists.
Sold nowhere else.
And he'll wrap it up and he'll give it, and he will hand it to you.
Fantastic.
Thank you for visiting Faerun Sandwich Masters.
Faerun's. I'll take a bite. Oh, this is a work of art. You're an artist, a sandwich artist.
That is what I have been programmed to do.
And Flopsy, I actually don't really feel like sweeties. Do you want the cookie?
Yes. She'll take it and immediately start munching.
And you will follow Neef into this beautiful pool area. The pool is absolutely large, and the water itself is glistening, almost as if this pool is almost enchanted in nature. It looks calm, but at the same time, there's some portions of the pool that are almost volatile, creating this kind of jacuzzi-like motion that sort of swirls around the pool, and you could either follow it, ride it, or keep it in one place. And the pool itself starts out as shallow, but then gets quite deep, and you can see that the floor is sort of actuated to the point where it could be in any sort of configuration. And you'll see at the back of this pool is this seating area where there's some sofas and some chairs, and Neef will sort of sit you all down, and the smell coming off of this water just smells beautiful. It's not like a chlorine smell. It's more like rosemary and petals. Just this room is absolutely gorgeous. You can see out the windows now. You can see the Sword Coast, and you can see some of the very close buildings and the walls of Waterdeep, and sort of the guard towers that sort of are erected up just along the walls, and yeah, very pleasant sight outside. And then all of a sudden, over this hill, you just see this quad bike. You just jump the hill, and it lands onto the sandy beach and just starts down the beach.
Was that Jack Monroe?
Yeah. Are you aware of Jack Monroe? He's very new here.
Margaret just told me she's had a big loss, so she'll probably be sleeping in the garage.
She hasn't lost all her money again, has she?
Aye.
Did she ask one of you to help with her poker hand again?
She asked me.
Aye, that wasn't a good idea, dearie. Deirdre asked me to help an hour ago to enchant the deck. Aye. I work on a commission basis. She come to me with a couple of gold and said, "Can you enchant this deck?" And I thought, yeah, why not?
Well, unfortunately, it lost Margaret a tidy sum of money.
The stupid old bint. She knows Deirdre's a cheating bitch.
I think she thought that she could out-cheat her.
Hey,
Didn't go so well.
You find all the ladies here are they're just scumbags.
Yeah. I think I sort of might have to mention that to Edward. I don't know for sure, but I think Margaret might be planning a murder.
A murder?
A murder.
You joking? There hasn't been a murder here in centuries.
Centuries?
And then we ended up in Midsummer Murders.
You hear this horrible scream coming from around the building. She just goes, "There's been a murder."
I don't know how you say centuries. This place has only been open for like 60 years. Oh no, not even 60, 30 years.
Aye, well, time just goes real slow here, Lugas. I've lost track. It's those meds they give us.
How old do you think you are, Neef?
I don't know.
I've forgotten
my own age, Lugas. That was your job to remind me every year.
I think you're in your like 8. Oh, I don't know. You haven't reached a century yet, have you?
I fucking hope not.
You're like late 70s.
I feel like I'm 42, lad.
I mean, you look and act like it.
Thank you. Anyway, you mentioned some horrible shit that's been going down, why don't you all tell me about it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it what's happened over at Neverwinter by any chance? Did you guys have anything to do with it?
We were present, but you know that horrible blood-stained invitation that I got? Yeah, that was, if you probably know, that was an invitation to the Neverwinter Games. And that was apparently this year's Neverwinter Games was a sort of cover-up from flipping Asmodeus.
Asmodeus?
So, yes, not Asmodeus, as these plebes say.
You mean the Lord
Asmodeus?
The Lord of the Nine Hells?
Aye. Apparently he was sort of gathering all the strong heroes to fucking kill them all off at once so they couldn't foil his plans, whatever they are.
And the look on her face up to this point has sort of been this cheeky, sort of witch-type sorcerer, just sort of floating along. But now it's a very serious tone on her face. If what you're saying is true, Lugas, and I think I believe you, because there's been some tales on the grapevine, and there's also a large muster of people gathering in Waterdeep. We haven't really found out why.
I'd assume with that Hueys we brought.
Not only
34, yeah.
that, but there's some very high-ranking officials entering the city, sort of over the last few hours.
So you think they're having some kind of, like, council? High council?
Aye. But what's concerning is every single one of the Faerunian leaders is here.
Well, that seems like a little bit of a bad idea, considering that there's a god running around that wants to, murder everyone that's possibly in a position of power. That sounds like a really fucking bad plan.
Aye.
Aye. Hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? What do you think we should do?
I don't think there's much we can do. No one knows who we are. We can't just storm into the High Council chambers and say, hey,
We are apparently
you're all
wanted
idiots.
in Waterdeep as well.
You're
I don't know if you've been
wanted?
there. Yeah, when we were flying in on this guy's airship, we saw wanted posters. Picture out us.
I haven't been to Waterdeep in like a few days. I've been held up here, but I can do some investigation for you. I can do some digging. None of you did anything illegal while you were there.
I think it's more that we're kind of persons of interest, because we're kind of the unknowns that entered the biggest competition in the entirety of the continent.
You
And
entered the Neverwinter
just-
Games.
We were entered. By someone else.
It was all a ruse. Not from us. We were ignorant of everything until we weren't, and things got very scary very quickly.
You've got yourselves all wrapped up in something bad.
Told you, I've been through a lot.
Hey, I didn't know. Didn't know it would just be bad.
I saw Tyr again. That's another massive thing.
Bloody hell. I mean, we can't all sit around and do nothing.
Well,
No.
how would you suggest that a load of wanted criminals, potentially criminals, get into Waterdeep without causing a massive ruckus with the town guard?
I mean, we have ways of getting into Waterdeep unseen and staying low, but I mean, that's just... What do we do after that? I don't know. We need to warn people of what you guys have seen.
Well, maybe then we need to cause a little bit of a stir, right? Maybe we just go in and not necessarily all guns blazing, but maybe face right in the thick of it.
I don't know. I really don't know what the best course of action is. But we can't just sit idly by and do nothing.
I mean, I don't know how much pull he has, but Edward is at least related to a duke. He might be able to get us into that mission with all the leaders. That counts.
I've just spoken to him. He's left for Waterdeep.
Oh, he's going to be part of the retinue, isn't he?
He's been summoned, just like the rest of them. But he did have this odd look on his face. Like he knew something was up. Like he'd been told the worst news ever.
That's a rarity. He barely ever knows what's going on.
Aye. Thick as pigs, mate, this lad. But he had summit up. I could see it in his eyes.
Did he get like a letter or a sending or something?
Exactly that. He got a letter that he stored in the drawer of his office.
His extremely skinny chair.
In his extremely skinny chair. Aye.
I mean, how long ago did he? You said he just talked to him, so he shouldn't be that far, or has he just?
Aye. I mean, it took Hew about 10 minutes to order a foot-long sub.
Sorry. Maybe could we could borrow a quad bike and catch up to him on a quad bike?
I believe there's only one quad bike in operation right now, and the other one's being used at this point in time.
Only
God
one
damn it.
operation? Is that Philippe's one, the one in the garage?
No. Philippe's the one that's probably out there quadding right now.
Oh, okay.
He's been practicing ever since Monroe beat his lap time.
Aye. I'm suspicious of this Monroe fella. I might be biased towards Philippe, but until I meet him.
Aye, proper shifty. Could be Vecna in disguise. Who knows?
I don't know who that is, but I'm with you.
Probably not. That lich is long dead.
I mean, I obviously don't know Edward, but it seems quite important that we know why he's been summoned. Do you think he would mind, Lugas, Neef, if we were to have a look at the letter in his office?
I think he'd mind very much so, but that's not to say that we can't, break in there and have a little bit of a look.
Again, wouldn't be the first time.
Hey? He has beefed up security a little bit since the last time you broke in and got caught.
Has he finally learned Arcane Lock?
No, he just got the locksmith out.
Is it a wooden door?
I mean, we don't want to go breaking down any doors here, but it just so happens that I have a set of lockpicks.
Aye.
And if all else fails, I have mending.
Well, sounds like we got the starts of a plan, do you think?
Aye. Yeah.
What do you think about all of this, Chopsy boy? As she'll look in your direction, Julius.
Oh, sorry, I was just not saying anything because you hate me.
Julius!
That's no reason as
Sorry.
to not put your thoughts forward. I may detest you to my core, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot of input. Why don't you try to redeem yourself, pretty boy?
From what? What did I do to you, Greg?
I'll tell you what, Peter. If you can beat me in a thumb wrestle, I'll be your friend again. How's about that?
It's okay, Greg. I don't like to be friends with bullies.
Aye, Lugas, he's called me a bully. He's called me a bully, sorry.
Oh.
I think there will be a fucking murder. Peter, look, I'm just messing with you. Just a little joke. Alright? Don't take it so seriously. You can call me Neef. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I don't take anything seriously, Neef. And I'm just gonna flop back into the pool.
Alright. See, it's a lovely pool.
Trying to get in the water since we got.
If you are actually low on health, this will give
Oh.
you a full restoration. This will essentially give you a long rest.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Yeah. It is a
Seeing Julius
feeling.
jump in, Hew is going to remove his clothes and jump in the pool.
You just hear these audible gasps of like old ladies just going, "Ah!" and they sort of just flock in now as they're all now just, there's probably about 4 or 5 of them all just staring at Hew as he's breaststroking the length of this pool, butt naked.
Lugas, do a cannonball!
Fine, I'll jump off the highest
Bull.
plank we have.
And make a performance check for me.
Okay. $18.
Cool. As you sort of bounce on this large, high up board, you just doof, but you're not getting very high because it's just there's not a lot of weight in you, and you do sort of a triple somersault, quadruple, triple axis, and it comes down, and everyone else you'll just see, plop, and that is just this tiny little stone just plop, into the pool. Like, it's barely noticed it, but it looked cool.
Did like a Tom Daly, like.
Yeah.
So this water,
Yeah.
Andy, it doesn't smell of like chemicals or anything like that.
No, it's got this very nice, pleasant sort of rosemary smell to it. It's very, very pleasant. And it's as you're in there, you're feeling just sort of rejuvenated. You're feeling the water you're not almost like pushing the water aside. The water is almost parting as you're swimming in it. It's very easy to essentially swimming. You're not almost treading water, but the water is sort of holding you up and gracefully pushing you from side to side and just sort of caressing your muscles and healing any wounds that you may have. This water feels alive. But in a
Can I try and drink a little bit of it?
Sure. Make a constitution saving throw for me, please. As I'll tell you what, make me a perception check as well.
Experiment.
Oh, don't. Who's peed in the pool?
Perception check.
Perception check and a con save.
A con save. So as you drink this water, Hew, you will see there's a sign on the side that says "Pool of Rejuvenation. Please do not drink." And you feel your stomach churn as this liquid is now sort of in your stomach, and you're feeling a bit woozy. And we'll see what happens with that at some point.
Excellent.
Mitch, jump in.
I struggle with the fur situation. But I'll sit on the I'll pull my trousers up and dangle my feet in the water. I'll sit on the side and dangle my feet.
Sure, and as the water just sort of curls up around your furry paw feet. What are they called on rabbits? They are just feet, aren't they?
Feet.
Big thump,
Yeah, just
big
big feet.
thumper feet. And the water just sort of it almost sort of crawls up to your sort of thigh, sort of your mid thigh, and it just sort of creeps along your legs, and it is giving your body a full sense of rejuvenation just by doing that. So that's fine.
I've never actually really thought about Flopsy's feet. Are they? Can you describe your feet for me? No. Are they actually like
Well-
rabbit feet? Or-
Are they the big thumper like?
I'd kind of imagine them sort of like not. I don't think I have like a full on. I'm not like a satyr where I have like just a rabbit
Yeah.
on like
yeah.
legs, but they're probably on the larger side, but they're not like abnormally large.
Right.
Okay.
Size 12.
Human feet are covered in hair.
Yeah.
From ankle
Oh.
down, you're a hobbit.
Yeah, like
Oh, I
a
don't-
hobbit's
I feel
foot.
like
Yeah.
than rabbit.
Well,
feet.
no, it still looks like a rabbit foot, but it's like not quite to the extent of what a rabbit's
Right, yeah.
foot would be like, you know.
Because this is really serious business, can I please attempt to go underwater and stealth check Flopsy so I can pull her in?
Okay. roll me a stealth check. Flopsy, roll me a perception check, and you tell me if this water feels pleasant. Flopsy, it's up to you whether you would be paying attention to Julius. It's up to you.
I probably wouldn't be. I do have a passive perception of 17 though.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I mean,
I rolled what did I roll? I rolled a 7.
Julius, you're going towards Flopsy's feet as they're just sort of pitter-pattering underneath the water, but you subconsciously are just going, darn it, and you could just hear Julius coming towards you, zigzagging underneath the water. Is there anything you would like to do, Flopsy, as Julius is coming ever so close? With a malicious intent.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna time my sort of like feet dangling in the water, and the moment that his face comes anywhere near my foot, suddenly the movement up is gonna be slightly sharper to like hit him on the chin.
Oh, roll a deck save, Julius.
Oh no, I just healed. Don't give me damage.
It's alright, you can just fight in this pool. No one will die.
I'm ready to throw down.
You can wrestle.
16.
Yeah, unfortunately, Flopsy, you knock out with your foot with no intention to really do anything, and you see Julia sort of flops back and just do. As yeah.
Aim is up, but I would still like to try and grab her leg and pull her in.
Okay. I will say, just quickly roll me an athletics check to attempt to grapple, and we'll see whether this will be a deck save or a contested athletics from you, Flopsy, depending on what she rolls. Because she's trying to grab hold of your foot, if you get what I mean.
Crit.
Oh, that's a crit.
Shit.
I'm going to say at this point that you need to make a contested athletics as Julius lashes out ever so quickly, so the deck save is gone.
Excellent.
You will need you'll need to roll in that 20 athletics if you want to get out of this. No.
Yeah, no.
Julius, what would you like to do?
I want to sneak up, except for I'm not very sneaky. Because there's probably, I think there's 3 people in the pool and one of them is a squirrel, so it's not sneaky. And then comes up, she moves her feet out of the way, but what I want to do is I want to like turn around and like grab her legs like this under my arm, and I just want to yank her on into the pool.
Flopsy, you just fall into the pool.
Julius, what the fuck are you?
And all of your fur, Flopsy, just...
Yeah, like my ears just go...
The water level actually goes down.
Yeah.
Like
it's just soaking up.
So I'm gonna like bob up out of the water. Everything is just soaking, and I'm just gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm just gonna splash you.
Awesome.
And then I'm just gonna like wade towards the pool side with the steps.
We're having fun. How many times have you seen a pool like this?
And then I'm just going to shake my whole body. And that's when it goes. And then I'm going to turn back around with an angry face, but because the fur is just like a cotton ball.
Aw.
It's like...
You look great, Mitz. I'm interested now in what Lugas looks like, because he's also...
Yeah, Lugas, you explain to me what's happening now.
Okay. But Lugas is going to sort of crawl out of the pool at this point, because he's being rested. He's not a good swimmer. He's going to crawl out of the pool, and he's going to look like a drenched squirrel, I guess.
It's almost...
And when he shakes...
You almost look like vermin now. Is your fur is just sort of wrapped around your lower torso, and you're now just very smooth, wet, silky skin. As you look very skinny and just...
Oh.
And then he's going to shake, and in a similar sort of style to Flopsy, but he's just going to pretty much become a sphere of orange. Like an actual sentient pom-pom with like a tiny bigger tuft at the back because of his brushed tail.
And you'll just see Neef just turn to you, Lugas, and just say, "You've just told me a story about how Neverwinter was fucking destroyed. And you're all just pissing about in pool."
I got distracted, if I'm being honest. It's been a while.
To be
I just wanted. I
didn't choose to go in.
I just wanted a bit of nostalgia because I get.
Lighten up, Neve.
Aye.
We're here for a good time, not a long time.
And she'll just sort of...
As I vomit.
She'll pick you up, Lugas, and just chuck you back in the pool.
Oh, God.
And she'll just say... "Don't bother me, Lugas. I'm busy checking out the naked strong man at pool." And Hew, what are you up to at the moment?
Backstroke.
Backstroke. Brilliant.
Oh.
All these ladies are just... One of them's going to have to roll a death save.
Oh, gosh.
Please be Deirdre. Please be Deirdre.
Let's have another one from her. She's doing all right. Let's go for the third one. You see the third one.
Right.
You see the third one fall unconscious. She's just fainted unconscious. The rest of them are just they've all gone weak at the knees.
Mm.
There you go.
He's completely oblivious. I'm just having a good time.
That's where we'll go and take a break. There you go. That's as good a place as any. We'll be back in just a second. Bye. Welcome back. Let us play D&D again after the break. Yeah, the scene is yours, guys. You are currently pissing about in a pool.
Yeah.
I suppose that is the question, because surely it runs through everybody's mind when you're in a pool. Has anyone done a wee?
No. Drunk enough to know it yet.
All right. Just checking. Hugh's thinking about it. I could see it.
Yeah, but he's currently backstroking, so it'll be...
Oh no, Hugh!
He's a mobile fountain.
I'm going to turn to Neve, and try to kind of get her attention away from the naked barbarian that is currently doing backstroke.
Hey, what is it? Flopsy is. She's not looking at you at all.
No, I was like, I was just wondering if you could perhaps just tell me where Edward's office is.
Hey, upstairs to the left. Up there somewhere. Hey, come on, I'll show you.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you.
In the pool, because me and Hugh are going to do that game where like someone goes on the other person's shoulders and then we have a fight.
Oh.
I'm just gonna do some,
like you're locked into a duel.
I don't know. I'm good. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. I'll join you.
If I wanted to see someone get on Lugas's shoulders, I'll be honest.
Oh no! I don't want Hugh in his current state anywhere near me.
Hugh just goes, "I'm in." Jumps on Lugas's shoulders. That'd be great. Cool. So Julius, Hugh, what would you like to go up to Edward's office, or would you like to piss about in the pool?
How am I feeling?
Like a
After
million
drinking
bucks.
the water.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm
Your stomach's feeling a bit groggy now. You're getting those tummy rumbles, like you may need an emergency at some point, but it's not quite there yet.
Okay.
Those bubbles are.
Oh,
rising.
okay. If I've got time and I'll keep swimming. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll leave it to the last moment.
It's like a ticking time bomb. Probably a Constitution save as you are swimming.
Are you ready to
God.
ruin the crowd you've just got?
Some of them might like it. You don't know. You don't know what they're.
13, you're still okay. It's bubbling up. Hasn't quite reached that
Yeah.
part of your
Never not there yet.
I suppose maybe I'll look around and see the queue, the crowd, and think, oh yeah, close, and then I'll swim over a little bit, kind of crestfallen, and then I have to get out and get dressed, and I'll pull myself out and put my stuff on and follow them upstairs. Julia, so I think we've got to go do some serious things.
Yeah, sure. I'll Julius gets out feeling a little bit like insignificant compared to Hew's, like just amazing. Amazing barbarian physique.
I mean, I haven't quite decided other aspects of Hugh's physique, so
You've got like
I wouldn't.
it goes like all like fucking everywhere.
He's like a bear. It's a mystery.
Yeah, what the hell? Do you like shave your arms?
No, it just grows patchy. I get a bit itchy sometimes. This is where I scratch when I'm stressed.
Cool. Okay. Well, we'll have the people on shoulders fight when we finished fucking stealing something. I don't know what they were on about. Can I look at a crowd and is there a particularly athletic looking old lady?
No.
No? I'm gonna point at the most athletic one and say, that's my partner.
You'll see that they're so unathletic that the one that you have picked as being the most athletic is just wearing shoes. Like that's the rest of them are not wearing any shoes.
That's fine, because I'm going for Neith, because she fucking terrifies me.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Anyway, hurry off after. Dripping. I think I jumped in all of my clothes.
Yeah, and you dragged me in with all of my leather armor, so thanks so much for that one.
No one's got prestidigitation though, so we'll just be all wet.
I mean, you're an old folks' home full of sorcerers. Somebody's got prestidigitation.
You have to ask. So as you Neith will sort of show you away from the pool area now, and Lugas, you know this place well. You know that Edward's office is probably a couple of flights up. Not quite as high as your room or anything like that, but sort of on the third floor. These large grand stairs are within this hotel resort, and there's sort of two striking staircases that go up from the left and the right, and they sort of come up and they converge to this almost balcony area that then go up another two flights of stairs. And you see that on each sort of flight that you go up, as you go up the first large sort of double stairs, and you could sort of see that it could fit sort of 4 people wide with these large ornate stone carved banisters. Many people are passing you. It's actually quite busy, this place. Has quite a lot of residents, and you'll overhear conversations like, did you see the newspaper? There's been some commotion in Neverwinter. You won't believe it. That's why we stay in Waterdeep. Lovely place. And you'll hear another lady just sort of nattering to herself going, I love knitting. I love knitting. Knitting is fun for me.
That's Nat.
Yeah, my name's Nat. And as you go past these people, they all sort of share this one thing in common, and that's that they are sort of, some of them are holding spells, some of them are sort of throwing spells from one hand to another. It doesn't appear to be any sort of malicious intent or anything like that, but they are just sort of enjoying their later lives. And you can see that now that, especially the sorcerers, you can sort of tell who would be more of a wizard than who would be a sorcerer. You can see now that in their later years, these sorcerers are starting to lose their connection with their wild magic, as it is. You can see some of them are almost gloves on, protecting themselves from hurting anyone with wild magic or anything like that. And each person that you pass, you just hear this faint voice just go, the talking squirrel is back again. I've seen him again. Oh, it stopped for the longest time. I need to take me pills right away. There's
I don't know. I don't know what's happened. I swear some of these people knew I was real last time I was here. They've
Maybe it's just
gotten
because you've been
so
away
much
for so
worse.
long.
I've been away for like a week.
yeah, it's been like a week.
I mean, that's long for an old person.
I mean, me for 30 years was hundreds of years. So, time dilation.
Hey, I mean, who knows? I thought it was only 12 years. I've been chillaxing here. Who knows how long it's been?
And as you climb another flight of stairs, you notice that on all these floors are just many rooms, with each room sort of numbered as it goes. Sort of on each of the doors, instead of numbers, are Roman numerals. There we go. We've come full circle. This is where Roman numerals are used. It's not. The V doesn't account for this. I'm just putting Roman numerals in my world.
Where I was like, where's the V?
No. Yeah, it goes.
Who's room number 5?
It goes I, IV, and then there's just the absence of V.
No.
So you don't
it's
need
like
to.
water.
Yeah,
It's just
It's like on a
water.
ship where there's no 13th stack. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah. There is a VI, but just it's a bad
Isn't
number.
it?
that's it. And as you head up to sort of the third floor, you can see that there are a few of these rooms, but you're starting to come up to the more premier lodgings, I guess you could call it. And you see 2 large double wooden doors in the centre of this floor, with large brass knocking handles on each one. And Lugas, you would know as this is Edward's office.
Hey. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try the door.
Next to the door is an elderly gentleman, long grey beard, and he appears to have nodded off just in a chair. You can hear him just sort of go, and like a blue wizard's hat, very large wizard's hat with white stars on it, as he's just hunkered down and he's taking a nap, almost like he's standing guard.
Do I recognise this man?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Only because he's got his head down and he's sort of.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at a downwards angle. I'm looking up.
Oh yeah, good point actually. Hey, screw the perception check. You recognise this fella as Elgondo, the Magnificent.
No.
That's a name.
El Gondo.
I'm
Yes.
just relieved it wasn't like Jeff or
It nearly was.
Phil.
So Elgondo is a very notorious figure here. He's been here for quite some time. You get the sense that he is probably one of the most powerful wizards that are still alive to this day. But you can see he's retired in his old age. He's a very sleepy man.
Should I go quietly?
Aye, I'll keep an eye on Mr. Magnifico here.
I'll start sneaking towards the door, quiet like.
Roll me a stealth check.
Watch me roll shit.
Yep.
Yes, I have a +8, so that's 17.
You manage to get up to the door without startling Elgondo. Your footsteps just make tiniest creaks, but no movement from this wizardly figure. So you don't appear to have. He doesn't appear to have woken from any kind of slumber or anything like that. But make me a perception check, Flopsy. Oh shit!
Nat 20.
The
Greater.
snores of Elgondo are very systematic and very sequence-like. Almost as if this is a recording.
Okay.
You get
Like
this,
an illusion?
You don't get a sense that this is an illusion. This figure in front of you appears to be fully flesh and bone. But you get the sense that it is maybe some form of arcane trickery.
Okay, so he's not actually present. Okay. I will still go quietly just in case.
Okay. What would you like to do? So you're at the door.
I'm going to try and open the door first, just to see.
So the door, the handles themselves are they're quite weighty handles. Sort of you have to bring them up, twist them, and push forward. That's the kind of door that it would be in order to do it. You get the sense that would be a lot of noise in order to at least try to see if it's unlocked. You did.
Does anyone have a can of WD-40?
Can I, like, take out my, what the hell is it?
Wait.
Violin.
Flopsy, do you not have oil?
I don't think so.
You haven't got bottles of oil or anything like that?
I don't know.
I thought you mentioned last session.
Not
I do.
Julius does, but
I do. But I just want to play my violin very softly and gently, and I want to cast sleep.
you want to cast sleep?
I want to cast sleep
Okay.
on the sleepy person.
Okay. I got to rub myself with the mechanics. Can you just hit the spell for me? Because I believe you got to roll a certain amount of dice.
No, but it was hit point wise, wasn't it?
It's a wisdom save,
It is hit point wise. Yeah. Why can I not see
No,
the details of it?
I have to target something and there's nothing to
Don't
target.
worry about it. Let me just read it because I swear it was hit point based.
Yeah, it's like
It's that many hit points worth of people or something like that.
Each creature in a sphere sitting on a point within range, wisdom saving throw, or have you picked the 2024 sleep spell? Because this is not the sleep spell I was expecting.
I thought I thought I chose like the legacy.
It has nothing to do with hit points anymore, Adam.
Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the incapacitated event, blah blah blah.
Until the end of its next turn, at
Unconscious.
which point it must repeat the save. If the target fails a second save, the target has the unconscious condition for the duration.
Before it was like rolling for like that many.
Roll for hit
cre-
points.
yeah, because you could do like
No, maybe it's the new one.
Hey,
So is 24 sleep only on one creature then?
Looks like it. That's how I'm
says-
reading it. What we'll do is, because this
It
is
says
a
target as well as a 5-foot sphere, which is a lot worse because before it was like a lot. I think it was a larger.
what I'll do, it
was
was
like
a larger one.
sphere
What
or
I'll do is I'll take this spell for now, but because it's a narrative situation. But if you could change that back to 2014, then I'll know what these spells do and I won't get surprised. But for this instance, I'll have him roll a wisdom save, which, as a very high level wizard, will have very good wisdom. But let's see.
Oh, okay.
He will succeed on just the dice roll. So, yes, unfortunately, nothing appears to happen. As your sleep spell does go off. Anything else you'd like to do, Julius?
No.
Can I ask about the door knockers? They're just there, right? We want to go through a door.
They
knockers.
sort of double as knockers, but also the handles that you would turn to open it up.
It's always.
I think he will make a move towards the door knockers as if to knock on the door.
Yeah. So as you pick up the handle, it just goes. Boom, boom, boom. Surprisingly, you get no response from Ed Wando, or whatever I called him. Ed Wando.
I like it. His name is
El Gondo.
El Gondo.
El Gondo.
Or you don't get any response from anyone inside the room at all either.
Oh, I guess they're out.
Can I
I
was
guess
gonna
I'll look
try and-
incredibly confused.
Can I lightly poke Elgondo? Like, I want to make it just to see if he's tangible.
As you can sort of crawl up him. You feel as you sort of poke into him that he is flesh and bone. He is just a normal person, but he doesn't appear to react in any way as you sort of poke him.
I mean, Neith's still with us, right?
Yes, she's looking very perplexed.
Oh, do you know what's going on with Mr. Magnifico here?
No, I know he's a very powerful man.
You don't think someone's already put him to sleep?
I don't know anyone
that-
around here that would do such a thing.
Or could do such a thing?
Eh?
Is there a keyhole to the door?
Yeah.
Can I peer through the keyhole?
You can, and I won't make you roll a perception check because you don't see anything. You look in, it is just a black void, almost as if it's not a keyhole that goes straight through the door. It's more of a double-barreled mechanism that could be locked from the inside and the outside, so it's almost like the deadbolt is blocking your vision.
So that would suggest that the door is locked.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess I will try to pick the lock.
I will give you guys.
To receive guidance, you must do this back. Just saying.
Bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
And I'll look menacingly at the door.
Yeah.
So I've got guidance, potentially bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so Julius,
Yes.
how would you inspire Flopsy?
Yeah. You got this, girl.
Inspiring.
It's the most uninspiring D6 possible.
Yeah.
You got this, girl.
So, yep, go ahead and make a tools check for me, please.
Okay. And I'll add a D4 as well.
Yeah, D4 with guidance, and then you can use your bardic if you choose to do so. What I'll say is you pop your tension wrench in and you pick, and you manage to this is a 5-pin tumbler, and you manage to hit 4 of the pins, and you just need that little bit more in order to be able to crack
I'll use
it.
my bardic inspiration.
And with a 4,
18.
you got exactly what you needed, and the lock just cracks before your lockpick snaps, and the door is unlocked.
We're in, boys.
Nice.
Right. I'm gonna sneak my way into the room, keeping an eye out for any... Because I'm a little bit suspicious now, because that isn't normal next to the door. And I'm just there like... Right, actually, no. Before I open the door, is it trapped?
The door is not trapped.
No.
You guys have spent enough time next to this door that all of you would check, passive investigation, passive perception. The door is not trapped.
Okay. So I'm gonna...
Flopsy, are you visibly cautious?
Yes, because I don't think what's going on with that guy is natural.
Okay. So I think subconsciously then I'll get my axe and hold it.
No.
I'm gonna go through the door.
And as you open up the door, you see, asleep in the corner, an old man with a long, thin beard and a large, blue, pointed hat as he is just sleeping in the corner of the room. Looks identical to the one that is outside. This is the name I said, the Magnificent.
Elgondo.
Elgondo, the Magnificent.
I think the fucker is supposed to be on guard, but has created a double.
And then that double has also paid it off.
So be asleep.
Okay.
So-
I'm just going to very theatrically just kind of turn around and
Go on.
go, oh, you say.
So no, I'll tell you later. In this room, you see. I'll tell you what. Let's go. There we go. Save me describing it. Lovely, beautiful, ornate room with a desk with the thinnest chair you have ever seen. Looks like someone cannot possibly sit in this chair. But yeah, you see a large wooden ornate desk, and El Gondo is just in the corner, sat on a chair.
Lugas, Elgondo doesn't have like an identical twin brother, does he?
I mean, does he?
No.
No, I mean, not the last time I checked with him.
I see. I'm going to sneak on over to the desk because that's where Neith said that the letter was.
That's it. So
Yeah.
you'll very much see the HR complaints that are written out. People stealing money, people not tidying up, people not putting their cups in dishwasher, things like this. And you can see various invoices as well. And you look over everything with your passive investigation. You can see, and you'll notice this too, Lugas, is that there are a lot of overdue bills. From sort of the Waterdeep council tax and things like that, and they are very much overdue. That you sort of get the idea that Edward's finances may not necessarily be in check, or he's managing them poorly, one of the two. And Neith sort of follows you all into the room, and she's still looking perplexed at El Gondo the Magnificent asleep. And she points to a drawer just very silently to the left. And as you pull it out, you see this almost like parchment, but it's more of a transcript. And you can see it's wrote in sort of stamped block letters rather than calligraphy handwritten. It's more of a stamped piece of parchment that you can tell that was given to many different people, and they didn't want to write it out each time, so they just sort of created one stamp to create these letters. And it goes into that your presence is required at the Waterdeep council offices immediately to discuss matters of urgent nature to the world of Faerun. There is mention to Neverwinter. There isn't any mention to things that you've seen, like Asmodeus or fire or demons or anything like that. But there is a line at the bottom that just says, they may have returned. You get the sense that the meaning to this is potentially the gods themselves. You can see with your passive investigation, Flopsy, that Edward has left in a hurry. Is everybody in the room at this point? Did everybody enter?
I mean, I'm in.
Julius, would you have entered or would you stayed outside? Hew?
I feel like unless anybody told me to stay outside, I would have just followed in, being dramatically stealthy.
I'd probably be in as well, but I'd be like loitering near the door.
You'll be loitering near the door, will you?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. That will be a 13.
You will hear a faint shuffle, almost like somebody has moved a piece of wooden furniture over a wooden floor. And as you sort of turn around instinctively, you don't see anything, but you've definitely heard something move, possibly where El Gondo was.
Oh, this horror movie.
Guys, did you find the thing?
Yeah, we found the thing.
Hey.
Okay, I think maybe we should go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put everything back where it was.
Okay. Well, technically you haven't touched much. You've just touched. Yeah,
The parchment, but I'm going to put it back like I found it.
Yeah.
Everything's back as I found it.
Not too hard to do. If you would have told me you'd ravage through things, fair. Well, I suppose that is a question. Would you like to investigate further on this desk?
I mean, I would. I am curious.
Right, roll me
A Duke running out of money.
Do me an active investigation, as I've
Okay.
done your dues with your passive. You must make me an active to see
My
if you can find
fucking high passive.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell. I am rolling like garbage.
No.
You do touch a lot of things, and you do ruffle through things, so I'm going to need you to roll to see if you can put it all back together, but unfortunately your investigation doesn't come up with much else. You find a few trinkets and things like that, but nothing of crazy value. Would anyone else be investigating anything else in this room at all?
Can I just glance around and just take it in a bit more? Is there anything that strikes me as being particularly interesting?
You see the bookshelves over onto your left. A small trinket box catches your eye, like a small sort of ornate brass, tiny little miniature treasure box.
Oh, treasures. Yeah.
And as you move over to it, you can see that it is locked, but it's a small, tiny little treasure box that, I mean, you could just smash it if you wanted to, or you could try to nicely pick the lock.
don't say that.
Can I just try and can I just test it? Just you see, it's only a tiny lock. Like I don't want to break it, but can I just
What
can I
is
just
your
try and
strength score?
prise it
It's like
open?
19, isn't it?
19, yes.
Yeah, you could, utilising a decent amount of your strength, pry it open. But you will
Do you know,
render it inoperable.
Yeah, I wouldn't be breaking anything. I think I put a bit of force into it just on the off chance that like it would like just. But no, I wouldn't break it. I'm too lawful for that, and I put it back down.
Yeah, it's built. It's not like a children's thing. It is more of a. It is meant for jewellery and things like that. So it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Does have some strength to it, but obviously you could.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
I can't. I will put it back down.
Sorry. I would like to investigate if there is any alcohol in the room.
Sure, roll me an investigation check.
+1. Come on, baby. Yeah, 4.
You look through this room. I'll say that you do find just a bottle of cheap wine, but you get the sense that somebody of this stature would definitely have a stash of the good shit. You just didn't find it.
He's too cunning. Take this.
He's a bit of an idiot, but
Are we good? Do we need to go?
Yes, we need to go. Unless
yeah, again,
someone else wants.
no, I mean, I don't want to be anywhere near El Gondo if he's been given a job.
Is El Gondo like a hard ass?
I mean, he's sort of more of a quiet wizard. Yeah, like, he's not very sociable, so he's kind of like subtly terrifying every time he enters a room.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah.
And as you all sort of turn to face the door where Julius is at, you see another figure in the very corner of the room that you could have sworn he wasn't there when you entered the room, but you see another El Gondo the Magnificent sat in a wooden chair with his blue hat with stars on it, sleeping. There are now 3 of them.
Wait a minute.
Hugh,
There's
shut
another.
up. Hugh,
There's another one.
I say telepathically. I don't have to. Let's just leave slowly.
So, Flopsy, if you'd like to roll to put things back to how they once were.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Just roll me a d20 for me. Yeah.
I cannot roll anything higher than an 8.
It's one of those
Apart from that
days.
one nat 20.
It's one of those
It's one of those days for me every week. Every week, Andy.
Well, hey, let's see if it has any effect. But yeah, you get the sense that you've done the best job you can putting things back the way they were. After rolling a nat 1 investigation. You're not too sure. So I would like you all to roll a group stealth check if you would like to try and quietly move out of the room with Elgondo sat about 10 feet away from the door.
Yeah.
$15 from Flopsy. Oh, they're pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. You all managed to go back out into the hall. And you have noticed now, you haven't closed the door behind you by any means, but you notice now there is now the Elgondo sleeping in this chair, but there is also one to your left. The original one was to your right. This is now a 4th Elgondo. And Neef will just say, I think we need to close that door to make it look like he was never here.
I'm more concerned about the multiplying old man. But I'm going to softly close the door.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Finally! Double digits!
You guys are quite
22!
good. You managed to close the door with ease. However,
Uh-oh.
you will hear this voice as the snoring just sort of goes. He'll just say, "What are you all up to?" As it doesn't appear that he was sleeping at all. And the one to your right will just say, "Yes, tell us, what are you up to?"
Mr. the Magnificent.
And they'll both just say, "Yes," and you hear the two from within the door behind you just say, "Yes."
Well, we were just... we were hoping to sort of talk with Eduardo ourselves, but he'd left before, sort of, around the time we arrived.
You do
We
know
just
his
missed
name
him,
is
and-
Edward, not Eduardo.
That's what I said. When's the last time you got your hearing checked?
My hearing is just fine. And you'll hear now the flushing of a toilet. And you'll see another Elgondo, the Magnificent, just come out of the toilet, and he'll just look a bit surprised and just say, "Oh, hello there."
Right.
What
is now a
magic
5th
is
one.
this?
What sort of magic is this? What do you mean?
How are there so many of you? Like, there's at least 3 that we can see right
Oh.
now.
This is my simulacrum. Wait. Why are there 2 of you? And you'll hear the door crack now, and the other 2 will come out. So there's now 5 of them here, and even he is looking perplexed. What is going on? How are there 5 of you? And you'll see all of them just sort of in unison, one after another, sort of non-asynchronous, just sort of synchronously within order, just sort of bow their head and just say, I required a nap, Prime. I required a nap. And you'll just see Elgondo just... Look, you saw nothing. Edward put me in charge to guard. I drank some of that pool water. I had an emergency. I thought I could easily just create a simulacrum to guard this door. It appears they are lazy bastards, and they have in turn created simulacrums of themselves. How many have you created? And you will see them all sort of bow their heads. Many. We have created many. To our count,
we are Legion.
We have lost track of how many simulacrums we have created. Unfortunately.
Bear in mind, Simulacrum takes 12 hours to cast.
No. We are
Yeah.
Elgondo the Magnificent. We do not obey the rules of ritual casting, my dear Lugas. And might I say, it is a pleasure to see you again, sir.
As it is to see you, Elgondo. Why have you been tasked with guarding Edward's office?
You
May I ask
see,
you?
he left in quite a hurry, and he sort of caught me on his way out, and he seemed flustered. He seemed desperate that nobody enter his room under any circumstances. I see that I have failed, or should I say, we have failed, and he looks in detest at these simulacrum who are now just bowing their heads in shame.
I mean, we sort of already knew what we were looking for. We just need some sort of confirmation. We would have asked him ourselves if we saw him on the way out, but...
What were you doing in there? I need to ask. It is my job to guard this place.
We were stealing some alcohol. And I'll take out my bottle of wine. There's no fucking alcohol in this whole place.
And
Except for in his office.
all you found was wine. What he'll do is he'll walk up to each and every one of you, and he will just sort of close his eyes and hold his hand out. And he will just go through each and every one of you now. And just... It's almost like he's casting Identify, but he's more just identifying each... it's almost like getting a grip on if you have taken anything from this room. Hew, did you take that small little box?
No, I didn't. No, if it wasn't open, I was just curious.
All right.
I would have tried to open it, and if I was going to break it or damage or anything, I am too lawful, and I would have just put it down, somewhat disappointed.
And he will come to you, Julius, and he will see that you've got this wine. He won't bother. Well, he'll cast this spell to see if you've taken anything else, but he will just sort of drop the spell as he's seen you just have this inexpensive bottle of wine, and he will just say, okay. It appears as though you are at least lawful thieves. Lugas.
I didn't see him. I did not see him take it, if I'm being honest.
I don't care about the wine, Lugas. What were you really doing in that room? Don't try to deceive me if you were looking for booze.
Nah. Well, again, like I said earlier, we were sort of trying to fill a gap on. We know sort of a bunch of leaders around Faerun are sort of coalescing in Waterdeep. We were just curious if we could learn any more thing about that, because we were quite involved in what's going on in Neverwinter, and we thought this was about that.
It appears as though my presence is also needed. at this council, but not for another 2 hours. How do you know of this council meeting? I assume you haven't been invited.
I mean, I've not checked my mailbox since I've arrived. I doubt I would. I don't.
No, I wouldn't think you would. But why did you check the desk drawer? What is it of Edward's that you were all looking for? My simulacrum may be stupid. They are not blind.
I'll sort of look to Neath. You're sort of the one that told us.
And she would just sort of say, Ilgondo, they have let me know exactly what's happened in Neverwinter. And I think you know. And I've got a reason to believe Lugas is telling the truth. You've heard the things that we've all heard. We need to do something, Elgondo. The entirety of Waterdeep is containing the most high-ranking wizards, mages, High Council members of all of Faerun. If what has happened to Neverwinter could happen here at Waterdeep, we have to tell someone. And Elgondo will sort of just say, I think you may be right, Neath. And I feel like our lawful, newfound friends here, I wish to believe them. What do you suggest we do?
I think we need to get into the council meeting.
2 seconds.
I have an idea.
I've got a text.
Sorry.
Edward said he's doing well, and he'll be back soon.
Quick.
I have an invitation to the council meeting. I can get us all there if we needed to. But what do we want to do? Just storm in there and shout, Bazinga! You're all going to die.
Well,
I mean,
well, no. We're also kind of wanted.
I did see that. Like,
We don't know why specifically. We have assertions, but nothing concrete.
Look, the council meeting, I am not due to arrive for another couple of hours. Even then, this meeting is poised to go on all night, as there is much to discuss. What I would suggest is head into Waterdeep, find out what you can. But if what you're saying is true, and you are known to the city guards, keep yourselves low. Keep yourselves hidden. I will help as much as I can, but there's only a finite amount of things that I can do. I've run out of spell slots.
I mean, all those simulacrums, I can imagine.
Yes. And I'm not going anywhere near that pool again. It's made my stomach a bit... Make a constitution saving throw for me, please, Darren.
But this time you know where our toilet
Con
is.
save. Yes, very true.
Don't
Fine, I got better.
You're starting to... you are feeling better now. You have withstanded the urge to go poo-poo. And it is now subsided. You feel the effects have disappeared. Well, I will leave you all to it. Just let me know if you need anything, but just know that I've got an invitation. It may come in useful to us.
All day.
I mean, if we head into Waterdeep and you've got to be there in 2 hours and have an invitation, is there somewhere we should meet you at a certain time?
There's a small tavern just off the beaten path near the council building. The council building is not as, you've been to Neverwinter, you've seen this large extravagant building. The council buildings here in Waterdeep are more hidden away. Go to the North District and you will find a place called... Hold on. Bear with me, caller. You'll find a lovely place called...
The Moose Bucket.
The Watery Pint.
The Watery Pint.
The Watery Pint. It is a nice tavern just off the beaten path in Waterdeep. Meet me there. We'll have view of the council buildings and the surroundings from there. Just retconning a bit as well. This is where Juliet said she would meet you as well, Julius.
Oh, that's very handy. I thought she was all mysterious, like, you'll know where to find me.
I just didn't have a name for the tavern back then. Because I didn't expect you to go to Waterdeep.
Well, that's on you.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Suppose
Well, I suppose we know
time.
where we're going, right?
Yeah, and there's not much time.
So how is best to get there? Should we? Presumably, we don't want to be arrested. Do we? Is there a secret way in?
There is a way in just a few hundred feet to the north. If you go out the back doors, you can almost climb the hills. And there is a broken part of the surrounding walls into Waterdeep. You could crawl through there. That's often where the smugglers come and go.
Is it not guarded? Like, the guards are just letting it happen?
I don't believe they know about it.
Oh. That's
But
useful.
be on your guard. Waterdeep they're on their toes. If it's going to be guarded, now would be the time that it would be, but I'm not they haven't been there for some time.
Nay.
But there are other ways into Waterdeep. Many ways. That is only but one.
Okay. Well, it's as good a one as any at the
Obviously,
moment.
that.
We once heard of a story of Monroe told us that he thinks he can jump a quad bike from the hill all the way over the surrounding perimeter walls of Waterdeep. It's a fool's tale by any means, but the math does
Also
work
sounds
out.
very inconspicuous.
If he gets lucky, the math could work out. It's doable, but whether he's actually chatting was, that's another thing.
Yeah, because a feat like that would smash Philippe's jump record.
Aye. Philippe would never be
What's
able
that?
to do such a thing.
What does this Monroe fella have against Philippe? Or is he just like an underground quad bike champion? I've never heard of this Monroe fella. I'm usually...
You've never heard of him?
No.
He's in this Quad Biking Weekly magazine almost every week. We have a subscription that turns up. Monroe came to us a few months ago, or a few days ago, sorry, otherwise you would have met him.
I would have.
And ever since then, he has just been the most highly competitive person you have ever met. Anything Philippe tries to excel at, and that he did excel at, Monroe would challenge him and beat him. Philippe has never been more depressed in his life.
I might go checking on him before we leave.
I believe he's still quad biking out there.
Well, yeah, okay, well, I'll see him when we get out then.
We heard a
Twice.
rumour that he is attempting to jump the Waterdeep wall. Now,
Oh,
Monroe
Philippe.
is a very athletic person. The math that I have figured out that I can just do in my brain, Monroe may be possible to jump that wall. Philippe, I do not believe he's got it within him, even if he scored a natural 20. If he attempts that jump, Lugas, it may be the end of him.
Oh, yes. That's it. I'm talking to Philippe.
Yes, of course.
Right now with character art.
Brilliant.
I mean,
what would you like to do?
oh, well, sorry, I was going to say sorry to the rest of the group. I thought I'd be able to show you some of the amenities here, but we appear to be in a rush. Couldn't do the quad biking, couldn't do the parkour, sort of like treetop parkour thing we've got going, full on Go Ape style. Couldn't do.
I love going ape.
I know you do, Hugh.
So disappointed.
I mean, there's
Well,
nothing-
another time, perhaps.
We can do it
Yeah.
tomorrow, right?
I mean,
I mean, we're here for a few days.
the Go Ape parkour it's currently closed off as we're making a couple of upgrades, but we're reopening it tomorrow. It's almost
I mean,
like
I will
it's-
say, this place has a lot of very energized activities for a retirement home.
Yes,
And considering everyone very sedate.
Edward doesn't seem to know his audience. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Have you ever thought he's trying to sort of attract a younger audience?
Maybe
Hmm.
he's making gender neutral bathrooms and all sorts of things.
That's going to go amazing. This Monroe fella, he hasn't beat my record on the Go Ape thing, has he? Because I'm pretty good at that.
I hate to break it to you, Lugas.
No.
Monroe has
Please.
set the new world record at Go Ape.
But I have
World record.
a climbing speed. Who is this? What is this Monroe fella?
He is
I'd like to show me the magazine. I want to see an image. I want to see a picture of this absolute twat.
And you see on the front page of this magazine this just humanoid figure. He has the same sort of build as Hew, but you can see he looks just a little bit stronger, and he's sort of holding this pose of this with one foot on a quad bike, and he's dressed in this sort of this leather gear, holding a helmet under one arm. He's looking good.
How old is he? Because if we all, this is how old is?
He's an elderly gentleman in his 60s, 70s.
You know, I was
Looks like a prick.
that the elderly folks quad biking championship and Go Ape record was not as important as saving the world. But now that I've seen this picture, I'm totally swayed. Fuck it.
Hmm.
That's good.
Priorities.
Yeah, this Monroe guy's got it coming to him, Lugas.
I've got to avenge myself and Philippe.
For real.
This guy's got to go. We don't want him here.
We can dump him down the well as well.
And if you ask me, it seems a bit suspicious. It's unnatural to be as talented as this Monroe fella.
Yeah.
He must be up to no good.
If he's that physically skilled and also magically skilled, I can't just. This guy's just. What are we doing? Why
Is he
didn't he
like
go
a
in the
wizard
window?
barbarian? Surely
didn't-
that shouldn't exist.
Why wasn't he in Neverwinter? He seems
What
like a
if-
fucking amazing hero.
I'm just gonna tap my head to Lugas.
Oh, sorry. Cast message. Hello?
What if he's a god?
Oh. 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 I don't know. I don't know how that feel. I mean, it does. I don't want it to be true, but we can have an investigation.
I'm
We
just
could-
saying, someone to be that super fucking good at everything
Yeah.
and that good looking as well. Like,
That's
it's
not-
just, it's just not fair.
I mean, it does I do feel kind of validated that the only person that could beat my Go Ape record was potentially a god.
I'm just saying, it's a possibility, right?
Yeah, it merits investigation, but let's run past all the amenities and stop Philippe from maybe killing himself, and then we can get on over. Actually, I've got to pick up something from my room for that as well.
What do you need to pick up from your room, Lucas? Or
Oh,
our
just
room, I should say.
Oh well, back in Neverwinter before it got burned days ago, Hew, my buddy Hew here, he's taken up Pokemon.
Pokemon? Have you heard there's a tournament in just a few weeks here at Waterdeep?
He's a newbie. He started literally days ago. We're sort of
I've got packs,
pick up my
and I'm
line.
going to show my unopened packs.
Hey, I see you've tried to open them, but you just don't know what's in them yet because the DM's forgot to do it. Many times, then you'll
Hey.
definitely do it after this session, I promise.
I've got a couple as well, I think.
Hey, I do remember you've got quite the collection up in your room, Lugas.
I've got a massive binder.
Hey, come on up. Let's go.
Hey, let's grab that, and then we can stop Philippe from maybe killing himself.
And
We
you
should put that off till later.
you will all be escorted up to the very tallest room in this building. And Neef will open the door, and this very pleasant smell will hit you all. Adam, would you like to describe this room for us?
Sure. Sorry, I had a semi-aneurysm. It's a very sort of wide open room. It's sort of got two layers to it. It's sort of got a big, massive open space with like papers and chairs just strewn about randomly. But the second layer is sort of like the beams across the top of the room have sort of been modified slightly to have like little planks across them and miniature versions of pretty much what's below, which is designated Neith's space and Lugas's space. There's tiny ladders everywhere. It's books, cauldrons, bubbling who knows what.
Julius
been
will
in-
walk in and kind of look around, and he's halfway through his bottle of wine. Shit bottle of wine. Holy shit. Lucas, is this your house?
You could see I did pretty well for a unemployed squirrel.
Oh, look at the view. And I'm going to go and like stare out at it.
Yeah, the view is beautiful from here. You see the Sword Coast crashing sort of into the beach now. You can see the land beyond. You can see these islands way out towards the Sword Coast. Way out into the Sword Coast, sorry. And you're really getting the lay of the land, but you can also see now into the city of Waterdeep. Roll me a perception check.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Perception. Let's go.
Always good.
I cannot. What that was? What was it? Oh, nice.
22.
22.
So with a 22, you will see quite clearly that there are multiple town guard patrols patrolling the cities, patrolling the city streets. And you will see that they're sort of ushering people back into their houses, and you see flocks of sort of younger wizards and things like that, all moving through the streets, all darting through and things like that. You see children that were playing and now sort of being ushered back into their homes, and the city does look like it's in sort of this kind of state of emergency. And you also see Philippe is buzzing around the beaches just outside on what appears to be a horseless cart powered by arcane energy, almost like a quad bike. And he's furiously, like with a 22, you see on his face he is a determined man with strength in his eyes and fire in his belly.
Like, we need to give Philippe a pep talk. I feel like he's one musical montage away from slamming this Joe Abercrombie, whatever his name is. What was his name?
Something Monroe. I'll look it up. I
Joe
can't.
Monroe. Johnny Monroe.
Jack Monroe.
My impromptu notes have disappeared since the
Monroe.
crash. I have no idea.
Jack Monroe.
Jack Monroe.
Yeah, he'll get there.
I mean, like, he's an old cat. I don't. I mean, I guess he'll land on his feet, but
And you will see that he buzzes around, and there is this large, steep hill that sort of goes up, and then it has this 100-foot clearing, and then the walls of Waterdeep are sort of like 200 foot high, and you can see Philippe buzz up to the sort of start of what will be, you get the sense with this 22, a makeshift ramp, as he is eyeing up the distance between the ramp's apex and the wall.
Oh shit. Lugas.
Philippe.
Come here.
Hey, what? Hey,
Look
Oh,
there,
no.
right there. That little tiny. Have a sip of this with that tiny little.
oh no. Oh. I'm just gonna. Someone, I can't lift my own binder of Pokemon cards. Someone grab it for me. We got to stop this man.
No, I believe in him. Come on.
I mean, like, he does, but like, we can't really encourage him from up here, can we?
I can try. Fucking go for it, Philippe. How far is Bardic Inspiration?
Not that far. And he unfortunately,
Yeah. I
It's
think
like
it's
30
60 feet.
I believe, to be fair, and how I probably rule Bardic, unless we're in combat, is if they could hear you. If we're narratively speaking, if they could hear you, which he could not from him.
Aye. Especially over the not over the engine of his quad bike.
Yeah, which is proper two-stroke. Yeah, quite chuffing,
Oh,
running
wait.
a bit rich.
How far away is he specifically?
You're very high up, so he's going to be several hundred feet away.
Ah, shit, never mind.
I mean, he looks like he's about to actually set off to attempt the jump.
Roll an insight check.
Okay, because if not, I can try and quickly sprint down the tower. Insight. I can ask Neath to maybe cast Skywrite. Yeah, no. 6, I think.
With a 7, you don't quite know, but Neath will just sort of come up and she will look over and she'll just say, "Oh no, Lugas. He's really egging himself on now. He's been out there for a good while. I didn't think there was anything to worry about, but I'd get out there as soon as possible. He looks like he's about to do it."
Even on Foundry, you've spelt my name wrong.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's just, I
Lugas
just
is
noticed in the
room.
top corner Lugas's room.
Shit! Fucking bugger. Got you.
Sorry.
And you just like people's names with U's in them.
God, I'm bad with names. I've changed it. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, Neath, do you know that spell Skywrite? Could you maybe like a spell in the clouds to ask him to stop for a minute while we run down?
I can try. But I don't know if it's going to be of any use. He looks pretty determined and pretty... He's got his blinkers on.
If you can delay him for like at least a moment, it might have some chance to get. We're quite high up.
And you'll see that
We walked through.
she
many
will
stairs.
push her hand out towards the window and she'll say, "Well, what do you want me to write?"
I don't know. Hold your horses, Philippe. Your buddy Lugas is coming.
Oh, no. You should write,
No.
fucking go, Philippe.
No, don't listen to the person you barely know.
And she will drag her finger across the sky, and these clouds will sort of form, almost as if like a plane has proper skywrited it in the air, and she will just drag her finger along as if she's writing it from afar. Roll a d20 for me, and you're essentially rolling if Philippe has noticed it or not.
Okay. Come on. Oh, middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. I'm going to say, from where you are, you don't know if he spotted it or not. But what you see now is he has buzzed off to do another lap of glitter sands to maybe try and psych himself up a little bit more. You know a lap will take a little while.
Okay. Hew, grab my binder. We can have a look through it on the way.
What will be on the front of
Yep,
your binder,
I will.
Lugas?
On the front of my binder is like very specifically sort of like, you know, that I don't know if you know, it's probably a more modern Pokemon thing, but you can get these boxes now which have like specifically like massive cards 6 times the size of the usual ones. Of,
Oh,
like,
my
the special,
kids
like,
got some of them, yeah.
the I don't know, tourism and a
Tourism and the
tourism and a
Ah, yes, the famous legendary Pokemon Pokemon, sorry.
tourism and a
And yeah, you can pick this up, Hew, quite easily, and it looks spectacular. It feels quite weighty. He's got quite a few cards.
Ooh,
yeah, right.
I'll stash it in my pack. Should I do that?
Yeah. Please do. Yeah. What would you all like to do?
Lugas.
I'll me and Philippe are tight. I'm gonna sort of leap from the window and run down the tower using my climbing speed. I'm just gonna psychic back. I'll meet you down there.
Cool. As Lugas scuttles off down somewhere you guys can't follow. Hew and Julius, would you race down? As Neef will just sort of say, I can show you where he's going if you want.
I mean, we can just walk, right? Like downstairs and stuff.
Yes, I mean, it's the squirrel has gone that way. We can probably get there just as fast. We're just walking down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hew will pull his leg in from out of the window.
Yeah, Hew, come on, buddy. Like, take his hand, like pat him on the shoulder a little bit, like that way. And I'll sidle up to Neef as well. Like I'm sorry I got all like bitchy earlier, you know.
Hey, you take things to heart. I was just fucking around.
Yeah, I
Any friend of
I have
Lugas is a friend of mine.
I have like a pathological need to be liked by everyone, and I kind of, you know, sorry.
No need to be sorry. I shouldn't have probably gone so far. I don't know, kind of liked your auburn hair. Reminds me of how my hair used to be.
Hey, Greg, listen, you're all right with me.
Touché.
And I will scurry off after Hew, who I imagine has no idea where he's going.
No. I'm going back to the pool. Assuming that's the way.
Yeah, you.
As I pass the pool, Andy,
Yeah.
can I grab a handful of pool water and add it to my jar of alcoholic strawberry bonbons and Bob's apples?
I was about to like
adding to your jar of bonbons.
I was about to like DM rein you in from having this infinite amount of long rest. However, if you wanted to add it to the concoction, Please do.
It's just a handful, okay? Yeah. Who knows what this thing's going to do when it's eventually consumed?
Yes. Normally, when you take water out of this pool, it becomes less arcane in nature. However, your use of it, as it almost begins to lose its arcane nature, it more infuses and coagulates with the amalgamation that's now in this jar, and it retains its arcane nature as it's now sparking out of control, and the bonbons are just fizzing within this. Yeah, you have now made a carbonated drink.
That
Jar
looks
Amazing.
Jar of rejuvenating alcoholic strawberry bonbons and bobbed apples.
Fantastic. Well, who knows? Who knows? It didn't have that effect when I consumed it, so.
It's the scroll of Fisty Sep all over again. Who knows what's going to happen?
Just keep it to the end and then throw it on someone.
This is for the big bad evil guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be.
That's how we're going to kill Gatus.
Oh God.
Before we leave, what did Lugas's little bedroom look like?
Adam.
All right. Okay. It is pretty much like would be a carbon copy of Neat's bedroom, but made out of like small like dollhouse material, like items.
Is any of your families?
Homemade, stapled together things. He like sleeps under a napkin.
And Lugas, now as you've gone out of this window and you've scrambled down, you are now climbing, you are jumping from sort of brick to brick to flagpole to flagpole. It's like Mission Impossible. You can see your target, Philippe, buzzing around the glitter sands, and you are just coming down, coming after brick after brick. You see this small, large stone drops as you manage to just jump onto it, then jump back as you're just doing this parkour. You know Monroe would not be capable of such feats such as this, and you feel rejuvenated in the sense that you have managed to get to the bottom of this castle because you know this route quite well. Even though I don't know how you've done that with a 30-foot climbing speed, it's cool.
It's 25 feet climbing speed.
Ah, even better. You should be dead. But hey.
I should be. I've now got a mage hand, though, which I can use to
all right.
fly myself 60 feet.
We'll say it keeps you, every time you go 25 feet, it just sort of pushes you up to, yeah.
I'll use it as a stepping stone.
That's it. Flopsy, everybody has sort of rushed out the room now and is now heading towards outside to either to encourage Philippe or to back him down. Would you like to join the rest of the group?
Yes, because either I have to see this or I have to help stop him.
So as Neef gets you all down and Hew, you come back from the pool where you've added to your concoction, she leads you into this large garage, where you see there is one quad bike, but you also see there is a second quad bike underneath passive perception. I'm just not even going to make you look for it underneath this white sheet. So there are two quad bikes.
Oh my god. This is so much better than in the pool. Like, on shoulders. Yeah.
You can hear now the buzzing of Philippe just sort of... And Lugas, as you drop down as your final jump, you see you're in front of the garage and the door is wide open. You can see there's tools and all manners of sort of wrenches, tool benches, but these two quad bikes in front of you. As all four of you are now looking at these two quad bikes. What would you like to do?
You're not thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Yeah. I want to hop onto one and pat the seat behind me. Come on, mates. I reckon me and you, and then Hew and Lugas kind of evens it out, you know, because we're like two like normal sized people, and then they're two like, you know,
little and large.
I mean, what are we planning on doing? Just chasing after him?
I don't fucking know.
I'm going to look at Lugas.
You've never ridden one of these, Lugas, as your anatomy doesn't allow you to. But you've seen them being operated, staying here, and you get the sense that they are operated simply.
Yeah, and I'd be able to coach a man of Hew's sort of intellect.
I wouldn't say you'd be able to coach. I know they go backwards, forwards, and they can turn corners, but as far as how they operate, and you're no expert by any means.
All right. Okay.
What are the controls? What do I see as I'm sat
You
on
see in
this
front of you
bike?
just two handlebars. I'm going to say for ease of use, even though this isn't on quad bikes. They have sort of a thumb throttle, but it is a twist handle throttle. You have two pull handles on each one of the bars that you get the sense that one's for the clutch, one's for the brake. There are gears because I get to make you roll more.
Okay.
I am going to reluctantly paddle on over and just get onto the back of the quad bike that Julius is on. And I'm just gonna you have never felt a grip harder in your life around your midriff.
Well, mate, slow down, okay?
And you will
Wait till you have a few more drinks.
you will see, Julius, that the keys are in the centre of these two handlebars. Would you like to turn it on?
Yes. I have no idea what I'm doing, but yes.
As it just lights up just on a push of the button. And this quad bike is now going. Lugas and Hew, are you getting on and starting the ignition?
I mean, which one was the one with the sort of sheet over it?
It's as you uncover the sheet, you see this quad bike is blue with red lightning on it. This was described to you as Monroe's quad bike.
Oh yes, I'm turning it on.
Oh god.
I want to look at Hew as he turns on, waggle my eyebrows, come on. Let's do this.
Cool. So as you turn it on, it also starts up, but more with a heavier grunt and more of a surge to it. It's just going like it's got a heavier cam in it. And
Nice.
and if you guys would like to try, and you all see Philippe go round a corner off towards off down the beach, would you all like to follow?
You know that we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both drivers then roll me a D20, and I assume, I'm making an assumption here, that neither of you two are proficient with land vehicles.
No. No.
I'm going to jump on
That's
Hugh's
okay.
shoulder and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Oh,
Julius, you ring the throttle, and you've essentially got hold of the clutch. You're not too sure what it does, and you just wang the throttle, let go of the clutch, and you will just storm off at full speed in first gear, essentially. Hew, you, on the other hand, stall it a couple of times, but you do manage to get going, and I'm going to say that... Oh, go on, Adam.
Still got his guidance.
Oh, you still get... Yeah,
oh, guidance.
Give your guidance, D4.
Yeah, roll your D4. I don't know if that
Cool.
helps.
Yeah, no, that does help.
It's not 12.
So you now are two sort of neck and neck as you're gliding down Glitter Sands, the beach. You can see Philippe is probably moving at about 120 feet per second, and you guys are currently going at sort of 30 feet per second. If you would like to knock it into a higher gear, both of you, go ahead and roll me another D20.
I'm going to give you
I mean, we're currently doing. Sorry. He's doing 120 feet per second.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
No, I'm bad with measurements. If that doesn't make sense in a real world, this is
No,
D&D.
it's fine. He's doing 80 miles an hour.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Oh, I got that. It's good. Cool. So you guys
Oh, God.
managed to get it up into the higher gear, but you almost miss a gear, and you both sort of go into third, and it sort of bogs down slightly, and he does gain a bit of a lead. Out in front of you is two very large boulders that you're going to have to narrowly try to avoid. What I'd like you all to do, because the people on the back here, so Lugas, I'm going to ask you to roll this with disadvantage, but Flopsy, I'd like you to roll a acrobatics check as you try to sway the vehicle and maneuver it.
Okay. But could I not be able to like telekinetic shove it?
Yeah, you certainly could.
23.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
I'm going to try and just psychically move us, shove us,
Come on,
just
Flopsy.
off from.
Cool.
It's like,
Is there anything you need to roll for telekinetic shove, or does it just work?
and telekinetic shove is like it was phrased weirdly because it's only really supposed to be
I'll tell you
used on creatures last time. So they
I'll tell you what we'll do.
would make a strength save.
Roll
The
a
last time we
Shove
used-
me.
roll a d20, add your acrobatics, but add your spellcasting modifier to it also. I'll roll
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's d20 plus 3 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
Which is plus 4. So it's d20 plus 7.
Gypsy.
Come on. Oh, 18.
It's good. So you both managed to narrowly avoid these rocks. As Flopsy, you just lean all of your weight to one side, and the quad bike sort of just turns, and you both narrowly avoid hitting each other and these two boulders. You've now kicked
Like, whilst I'm doing that, you can just hear me go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You've
It's
now
so much fun.
you've now kicked it up into high gear, and you are going at the same speed as Philippe, but he has slowed down slightly as he is attempting to do a hairpin turn. But in front of you is a large right-hand swoop as the bay continues on past. So I'd like you all to roll a dexterity saving throw, as the G-forces of this quad bike going so fast may send you off. Oh, you got it, that one.
No. Lugas is flying off.
Lugas. As, Hew as well. Holy shit.
No, not the big sausage truck. Why did I give him a quad bike?
I'll say Flopsy and Julius, you just steam forward, and as the quad bike leans as you're going at so high speed, you're almost on two wheels now, and you look back as Hew and Lugas. Hew being a very top-heavy person and at the front of this quad bike, and Lugas holding really no influence to the weight at the back. The whole quad bike just twists and turns and completely 360s until a complete stop, and they both land on her ass in this sand. You don't take any damage, but your quad bike is still, if you would like to continue on. But what you do see is Philippe is now headed, sort of has done this hairpin, and he's coming back in your direction. But Flopsy and Julius, as you are trundling along, you now see Philippe pass you as you are now coming up to the hairpin bend. I'd like another dexterity saving throw with the DC a lot higher.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
1824. Cool. So you both on two wheels again, just round this hairpin bend, and you just manage to right the topple just as it comes to the point of no return. And now you're steaming straight after Philippe, and you are just behind him. He is within earshot now if you shout. Is there anything you wish to say to him?
Oh. Can we insight check him to see if he's gonna try and do this jump thing?
I'm going to say no, just because you're behind him, so all you're seeing is just a helmet and leather outfit.
Oh god. Hey Philippe.
And as you say that, Lugas and Hew, you see Philippe hurtling towards you, but he does start to slow down. But he slams on his brakes as he's coming closer and closer to you, both laying prone on the floor. Roll dexterity saving throws for me.
Get run over.
You fell off.
I'm sorry, this is making me traumatized.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Guidance yourself.
Oh, you. Bang.
Hew, he races past, he slams on his brakes, and it just the quad bike almost rolls over onto its front two wheels, but he manages to keep it there, and it just manages to clip your ankle. Sort of it bruises you slightly. So you will take D6 of bludgeoning damage. Take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits into you and it sort of crumples your leg slightly. But Lugas, you managed to just dart out the way with your small little self. Philippe is now at a full stop, and he'll sort of take off his helmet. He'll turn off the ignition of his quad bike and he'll say, I say, Lugas, is that you, sir?
Oh, Philippe, it is. What are you doing out here, pal?
Mon way.
You know,
Monroe. He has taken everything from me, Lugas. I don't know if you have met him, but he has beat me in every athletics available to this hotel, and I will not stand for it any longer.
I know. He's beaten my Go-8 record.
I have heard. I nearly sent a raven to fetch you, in order for you to regain your confidence back, my friend. Monroe must be put in his place. However,
I agree, but
he is a marvel of a human. He is a mastermind. He is my superior. However, today is the day I jumped in the water-deep wall, Lugas. I can do it, I swear.
I don't want to put you down, Philippe, but what? Do you have a strategy? Or are you just going to go hell for leather? What?
I've been egging myself on, Lugas.
I
But
can
just seeing you here has given me the confidence to go for it.
Oh, I don't have my presence help then. Are you absolutely sure you're capable of doing this? Because this is an impact on that 200-foot high wall at a 100-foot jump distance.
But Lugas, have you seen the ramp trajectory? In my calculations, if I go at specifically 88 miles an hour, which this quad bike will have to specifically be pushed in a direction, its top speed is only 80. I don't know how I will get it up to 88, but with that speed, I sensed that I can do it. I can do it, Lugas.
Yeah.
What's
I mean,
You're right, Hugh.
I really want to. I'm debating whether or not to. Let's see if
I don't suppose you've got Longstrider. Has anyone got Longstrider?
Are we there, or are we still?
Yeah. All of you are here now. So you've sort of come. You've Flopsy and Julius. You've sort of come to a stop as well behind Philippe, and you are all here now.
I am
He
not
needs
letting
an
go
extra
of you right now, by the way.
of movement speed.
Ow, mitts, ow.
Okay. What do I have?
Hey, Philippe, are you prepared to die for this?
I am prepared to do what it takes to bring back my honor, and if that means my untimely demise, then so be it.
So you are.
Oh, stop being so melodramatic.
You do not understand, Harangon. This man has taken everything from me. The only thing I have left in this world is my dignity.
What accent do you
Your
have?
quad bike record.
I do not know. Bonsoir.
It's the accent. It's the accent of that French knight from Monty Python.
Yeah, that's-
that's the Holy Grail. Yeah.
Your
Why is he
mother was
speaking?
an hamster and your father smelled of
I will
elderberry.
fart in your general direction.
Why are you speaking Angel German then?
Of a silly person.
Hey, can I clap him on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, buddy, I really think you should just give it one more day, you know?" And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okie doke.
Well,
Is that a
that-
whiz save?
Great question. It is, yes.
It
I
is.
think it is 16. Let me go ahead and burn it. Where is it?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
good. What's your DC?
16.
60. I'm giving him a modifier, and I'm not gonna give him a high
No.
one. But even with a +1, he's gonna beat it. Sadly.
Do not do it, Philip.
Oh.
You should not do it. It is very bad idea. I don't. Where? I don't. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Excuse me. It's a second.
If he's determined to do it, would you say that a quad bike will move faster if it's not affected by difficult terrain?
If the terrain was smoothed out, which definitely this terrain is not built specifically for this, yes, I'd say for sure.
Well, in the hope that it'll help, I'll take off my ring of free action and I'll press it into Philippe's hand and I say, just try, just try your best.
Okay. I will do what I can, strange man.
I can always pull it off his finger.
Wait.
Can I do an insight check, not on Philippe, but on Lugas, to see how distressed he feels by the fact that this person may potentially die?
You don't need to roll an insight. Just Lugas. How are you feeling right now? What's running through your mind?
Lugas is. There's two voices in his head. One of them is, this could potentially kill him. The other
Yes.
one is, I really, friggin' not. I've never met this Monroe guy, but he's broken my record. He's embarrassed my best pal, second best pal, Philippe.
Lugas, you know what this means to me, Lugas. This is my dream. It has always been my dream to be quad biking champion. And it has been taken from me, Lugas. You know what it is like to follow your dreams, Lugas. Let me follow mine.
Why have I got a French accent? I
All
know.
the way to grave, pal.
I'm trying to think of a way I
Just
can.
like listening to this idiot, just being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Can I please stab the tire of the quad bike with my
No.
dagger?
Oh.
No, don't do it.
Oh.
Stop
Fucking
and think.
hell.
Let's think about the stick jump.
I mean,
Let me wait until I've deliberated with myself before we.
okay, I'm sorry. I'll wait until Lugas has
A
decided.
unified sigh from the table.
No, I was all for it. That was great.
You can if you want to, but it's up to you.
Trying to save him, but now apparently we're undecided as to whether we want him to potentially die.
I mean,
Lugas,
think-
do you
I'm
want this
thinking
guy?
if he's determined to do it,
I'm trying to think of a way I can sort of offset that 88 miles an hour. How we can reach that. But I was like,
Oh, you want to like spur him on to victory?
yeah. I mean,
well, if he doesn't get the speed, he's gonna.
Well, how fast were we just going?
You were well. roll me an intelligence check. Is in this high-speed chase.
Just a straight intelligence.
Oh, yeah, just straight
All
intelligence. No, just
just
Flopsy.
6.
Are you sure?
I'll tell you what. I'll let you roll it with advantage, as Julius was there, but you were the person who brought it up. So
17.
you get the sense that you were gaining on Philippe, and you were gaining on him quite heavily. The bike that you were on is a lot faster. It is Monroe's bike.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry,
Right.
you weren't on Monroe's bike.
We have Monroe's back.
So yeah, technically the quad bike that Hew and Lugas were on, you saw that had sort of immense speed as opposed to your bike.
So so what I'm gonna do then is, because I'm still a little frantic from the fact that I was just going faster than I've ever thought physically possible, and I'm still getting over the shock of that. I'm just gonna like walk straight up to this idiot, and I'm just gonna be like, "Look, me and this guy just managed to gain on you without any experience. I'm terrified right now. And if you think that that's good enough to jump that wall at this rate, you're going to die today, mate."
I will not jump any wall apart from my own bike. This is my baby. I built it with my own hands. You expect me to ride Monroe's bike?
No, I don't expect you to do
travesty.
anything. I expect you to just sit here, maybe train for a couple of more years before even trying to attempt something this stupid.
And what, so
He
Monroe
might not
can...
have a few more years, Flops. Have you seen him?
Monroe, he is planning on jumping the water deep well. I cannot let him be the first.
Why not? Let that moron do it.
What if he does it? What if he
Well, then
clears
he
the
does
gap
it.
and makes history?
What history?
The quad
No
biking...
one's heard of quad bikes.
Have you not seen the quad biking weekly? That is the subscription based. He will be on the front cover again.
I'm very
Wait. One second. Let's just all just calm down just a tiny bit, okay? So
No.
no, Philippe, shut the fuck up. You met this guy Monroe 3 days ago, is that right?
Yes, and it has been the worst 3 days of my life.
Right, 3 days ago he shows up. And he's been talking smack about...
I know what, I might show this part of this episode to the French teacher.
So 3 days ago he shows up. He took first place in your like old folks quad biking competition.
Hey,
And
everybody
he's
was
been
watching.
Yeah, and he's been talking some smack about jumping this wall, but he's not actually done it yet, right?
Oui.
So then what are you trying to prove? Why don't you let him just try it first? And then if he does it, then you can try and do it. But he might...
And everybody will know me as the second best. The person who jumped the wall for the second time. Nobody remembers second place. Nobody
Right.
remembers the man
How
who
about-
did the
how
trick the
about
second
this?
time.
How about this? You had the first world record for this quad biking shit, right?
Yes, I did.
Who's got the second one?
Monroe.
And who's everyone talking about now?
Monroe. You make
Right.
a point, touché salesman. I'll tell you what. For everybody who doesn't want doesn't want Philippe to make this jump, roll me a persuasion check.
God, I really don't care.
Can
I'm just like-
Can I roll a persuasion? I kind of want to roll something.
Go
The only
on.
reason I'm involved in this is because
That's
I've just nearly died on a quad bike trying to get to him. Like, it's just...
Yeah,
I'm going to roll my own
yeah.
dice.
I don't want him to end him. Yeah, I don't want him to do that. I'm gonna roll persuasion.
You're going to roll persuasion as well, yeah?
13.
And I'm going to guidance myself.
It's terrible.
Guidance yourself, yeah?
Yep.
I'm disappointed in all of you.
Hugh,
25.
is there anything you would like to say to Philippe to increase the DC of this persuasion? Is there any way that you would like to persuade him to go for it? Because I'm going to make him roll.
I'll look him in the eyes. And I'll say, Philippe, just think of the feel of the wind. What's his hair situation? Has he got hair?
No.
He's a tabaxi. He's covered in hair.
Oh, wait, I am a tabaxi.
He's covered. Oh, he's a tabaxi. Yeah, of course he is. Think of, even better. Think of all that wind blowing through all your fur. Think of the heady heights as gravity is pulling at you from your lofty vantage as you sail cleanly over that wall.
Why are you making him want to do it? What are you doing?
I want him to do it.
I have been inspired by you, human. Now I must roll my dice to see what I will decide to do.
What's going on?
What?
Lugas, you and your friends have convinced me to try another day.
Oh.
I will back
I
down
think-
from this challenge. And I will let Monroe beat me again. As he will there'll be sadness in his eyes.
I'm
Well,
gonna be
give me the
shaking
ring
my head
back.
whilst he walks away.
The ring. Yes, you may have it back.
Thank you.
But thank you, Hugh. And I hope I may not have been able to follow my dreams this day, Hugh. I don't know your name, but I assume it is Hugh. I hope
It's Hugh, yes.
that you may be able to follow
Good
in
name,
your
Alex.
dreams one day, and you do not have a Monroe for your own.
And I'll put a hand on his shoulder and say, Philippe, dreams never die.
I believe this one has died for me.
No.
Maybe I will
Philippe,
give up
no.
quad biking forever.
No, Philippe. Don't give up quad biking. Come on, Philippe.
What is there left, Lugas? Monroe has taken the title. I have lost my nerve. I believe it is time for me to take a simpler life and end it in despair. Not end it literally, just like sleep in my bed. And
Take
be
it down.
sad. Yes, no, it is.
You
so
live in the nicest. Why am I frozen
I
in a
don't
really
know.
attractive position?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, very nice. You live in the nicest place. You've got everything you can want. Have you seen the pool that they have there and the sandwich bar with the three, what are they called? Bloomin' Warforged people?
Yes, Danny, Derek, and Jeremiah.
Those guys
Oh,
are
not Derek. We know a Derek.
No, do you? It is a very common name in Faerun.
And your life is hinging on the fact that this one random guy might beat your quad biking record?
Okay.
Philippe.
Go fuck yourself, Philippe.
What the fucking hell?
No.
Bonsoir, Mamma mia. That's
Philippe, I've
Italian.
I'm
I've got
sorry,
something to
I'm
say.
really frozen right now. Oh, Lord.
Hold on,
Oh,
I
man.
have a text message.
Oh, no, it's me again.
It
I'm
is
sorry.
Monroe. He is calling me a loser.
Everything is going terribly wrong.
Philippe.
Lugas, my friend. I am afraid I have let you down.
No, Philippe, you haven't let me down. You're alive, and that's all I care about. I don't want you to waste your life away when you have people who care for you, Philippe. He doesn't have friends. Even if he does have friends, they're not with him because they like him. They're with him because he's popular. I don't want you to risk your life out of jealousy, Philippe. I want to be able to call you every other day and say, Philippe, how's it going? I don't want to go to your grave, Philippe. I want you alive.
Lugas, you have made me feel a lot better. All of you. Thank you. So very much. I will now go. But don't worry. I will find a new hobby that Monroe will not beat me at. And he will just start up his quad bike and just... And he will skate off back to the hotel.
What an absolute loon.
I like him.
So at this point, you'll notice that, like, where Flopsy's fur was, like, out like a cotton ball, now that the wind has also tussled it.
Yeah.
Is that...
As you... Would you all like to sort of head back? Would you like to take the quad bikes to head back? Or would you like to...
So how long did this escapade take?
15, 20 minutes. I'll say about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
We should probably take the quad bikes back and then head off to Waterdeep. I don't think we want to make anyone a particular enemy in this place, considering how many very powerful spellcasters there are in this place.
Well, I may have a strong distaste to this Monroe fella, considering that he's staying here and he's holding records here and he hasn't been killed yet. He probably is quite powerful. So yeah, let's get his probably very expensive bike back into the thing, cover it with the towel. Hopefully nothing's broken in our crash, and then...
So as you guys jump back on your quad bikes, who would be driving again?
Me.
Okay, that's going to be tough, but sure.
I have telekinesis. I've got a mage.
Okay. You can steadily.
So the mage hand does one throttle, and then he does the other.
Yeah, I'm on
and
the...
Hew holds him in place.
I'm in the gear. I'm pretty much sitting in Hugh's lap at this point, because he's doing the foot pedals.
Okay. And
Could we
Hugh's
not ride Ratatouille then?
Good do.
You're in control of my limbs. Just pull on my hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll Ratatouille it.
All right. Flopsy and Julius, who would be driving out of you two?
Julius, but Flopsy is going to be like looking at that quad bike with evils.
So as you jump on there, you guys can sort of poodle them back. There's no need to go at full speed. And you avoid the boulders and things like that. And as you come up back to the hotel, you spy the jump. You can see the jump, and you can see the Waterdeep city and the large wall. It's looking tempting. This could be your way into Waterdeep if anyone chose to make the jump.
No, don't.
I'm going to immediately turn to Julius. No.
What do you mean?
I know what you're thinking. Don't do it.
I wasn't going to do it.
Uh-huh.
How high would I need to roll to make that jump?
You're not riding Monroe's bike, are you? That's Lugas and Hew.
Nope.
You get the sense that you are no Philippe, and you do not know how to ride this. You get the sense that the DC would be very high.
No.
Like,
Julius,
as in...
no,
near perfect high. Let's put it that way.
I don't like the look in that eye. I don't like the look in your eyes. Stop it.
You can't see my eyes. You're sat behind me.
I don't need to see them. I know what they look like.
Feel your eyes.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not suicidal. Okay.
That's,
I mean,
Can you?
that's what
Can you?
I
loosen
gave
your grip
myself
like
the
a
steering
roll?
wheel for this reason.
No.
I gave myself the steering wheel.
I suppose Flopsy, as you are fully against this, make a perception check for me.
Oh, God.
Hopefully it's not fucking Monroe.
10.
With a 10, you can see just over, like you can see the wall and you can see the jump in front of you, but just sort of 100 feet down the wall, you can see the broken part of it, which is what whatever His Face the Magnificent told you, that there was essentially the hole in the wall that smugglers used.
Mm-mm-mm. I thought you were going to tell me I could see the harmony.
To be fair, you can. It is back there. You can see it.
His name? Egg.
Egg?
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 Snorkel. Albuquerque.
Egg.
Who's Egg?
Eggle something, the Magnificent.
El Gondo.
El Gondo.
El
Gondo.
Gondo. Yes, I made good notes. El Gondo the Magnificent.
Egg.
Egg.
Egg, the Magnificent.
Yes, his name was Egg.
Oh, yeah, that's his first name.
Will very sadly pull the quad bike into the quad bike garage thing.
Fair enough. And you take the key out and you shut it down. Hew and Lugas, you follow in, but that jump is there. You.
I know. It's worth mentioning as you're steering left towards where we're parking, there's a significant resistance to turn away from the jump.
Would you like to resist, Hew?
No.
As you
Oh.
bring the quad bike back in.
So, guys, we had our first character death today. Oh, who died? How? Oh, it was Hew. He died by doing.
I'm going to wait till tonight when everyone's asleep.
Oh my golly. And that is where we will end our session, in the garage of Mordenkainen's hotel resort. I hope you had a lovely time. What a chaotic session. That went.
Love it.
There you go. That's that. Thank you all for watching. Give us all a wave to Vicky's mum.
Bye, Vicky's
Bye,
mum.
Mum. Bye, Mum.
Goodbye. In my French
Goodbye.
accent. See you all soon.